that made him to started this journey of rescuing his people. But behold, he never really studied the behavior, the character of those he came to rescue. At the end of the day, that a lot of gossips, a lot of backbiting, a lot of sabotage in our land. The struggle to restore Biafra have really taught many of us a lesson to be able to know the rate of saboteurs in our land, the rate of traitors, the rate of those that don't want the children of the light to emerge victorious. In fact, the killings in our land doesn't touch them. And that is why when you talk about the killing in Biafra land, they will tell you, after all, they are killing in another place. So I have to tell you what is going on in our land is something we have to talk about, and tonight we're going to look into it. Now let us go direct to the voice of the leader of indigenous people of Biafra. I have to urge those that are watching me from the other program, I may not display. I think I have to, let me just put my face there. I forgot. Yes, now I'm there. I'm sorry for have kept you people in such mood without displaying the voice. And now let's go to the voice of the leader of indigenous people of Biafra. I need to be very, very careful tonight because I'm using 2 accounts. I don't know where I am concentrating, but I hope I am coming live clearly. Let me go to the voice. After this voice, I will continue because I normally repeat the broadcast for you to know where he have started and for you to know the reason why this man have continual lamenting on the killing of his people. But tonight, we are also going to look into the gap, the information gap of what is going on in our land. If are we really doing what we're supposed to do? Are we quiet? What are we supposed to do at this point in time? Is it what we are doing? We're also going to look into that. But let me go straight to the voice, like I said. Let me see if I can be able to find it. Let me see. I hope I can be able to find the voice that I saved. This is a broadcast of 2015, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just go straight. I hope I have it. I don't know if it is here. But let me try to put this. I should have it before coming on live. I know I saved it. I saved it here. Let me refresh my page and to see if I can be able to get it. Okay. This is what happened today. Okay. Let me start with this. I will come to that. Let me start with this. This is the question of our brother asking the leader of indigenous people of Biafra. This is a January 2014. This is a broadcast of January 2014. Let's go.
It's something endless war. So it's not something we will challenge the nation. We will challenge the president to do in 1 day or in 1 year. So it takes a time. It takes a long time. So you cannot just say because the Boko Harams are the Hausas or the Muslims, we have to divide them. There are radical Muslims. There are good Muslims too. There are good Hausa people. There are good Yoruba people who are not in support of Awolowo. There are some Yorubas who are not in support of some corrupted Yoruba leaders. So we have to talk about the Igbos too. So now I don't see anybody as Yoruba or as Hausa. I see everyone like Nigeria.
It is your village. Does it have?
Now article nobody just contacted the forms. He ate all the money, and people dropped out. You cannot count on this. You don't remember that. You don't remember Ibori. Have you forgotten article Denwa or Jesus Okalo? Name them. So we cannot keep quiet. Looking at these people squander our fund. We have to talk about them too. So Biafra will not be the best country. United is the best. At least united we stand. We can raise more. When you divide, we will be smaller. We cannot do much. So when you talk about division, you have to think about it first. We cannot, for the reason of Boko Haram and stuff like that, we divide the nation. After all, the Americans, they are still fighting the Al-Qaeda and the Taliban. The war to terrorism is something endless war. So it's not something we will challenge the nation. We will challenge the president to do in 1 day or in 1 year. So it takes a time. It takes a long time. So you cannot just say because the Boko Harams are the Hausas or the Muslims, we have to divide them. There are radical Muslims. There are good Muslims too. There are good Hausa people. There are good Yoruba people. We are not in support of Awolowo. There are some Yorubas who are not in support of some corrupted Yoruba leaders. So we have to talk about the Igbos too. So now I don't see anybody as Yoruba or as Hausa. I see everyone like as Nigerian. Now you ask me where I am from. I said I'm from Imo. You ask me which part of Imo, I have to say it. This is all dividing again. This nation Biafra. You know, I'm arranged. That means Igbo from Biafra, as you said. And you ask which part of Igbo. So now, if we have Biafra now, and the Igbos will lead us, or the Enugos, or the NNAMDI'S, they will lead the nation like for a long time. The Igbos will complain that the NNAMDI'S are leading too much, or they are corrupted and this, and we have to divide again. Division is not the answer. The answer is this: we have to fight. Keep fighting for the corruption, and we hope Nigeria will be a better home.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Can you stay on the line a bit, please? Have you been to your village recently?
Yeah, of course. I've been.
Is your village an autonomous community?
You know, actually, I'm not interested in.
No, I asked you, what is the name of your village? Is your village, does it have a traditional ruler?
Yeah, we have.
Which means it's an autonomous community.
Yeah.
Do you know the meaning of the word autonomous?
I know the meaning.
What does it mean? So our listeners will know. Some of them don't know.
Yeah.
Please tell us. What does it mean, autonomous?
Okay, I think I know the meaning. Like,
what is it?
Yeah, it's you being free. It's you being organized in your community.
Thank you very much. That is number one. Number one. We will go through. I like what you've said. It's very nice. Sometimes it's very good to have somebody from Biafra, so to speak. Or somebody bearing an Igbo name or a Fik or a Bibio name saying they don't believe. Of course, people are bound to disagree with us sometimes. I want to take everything you have said one after the other. Do you understand the Igbo adage? Do you understand the Igbo adage? So when I say to you, for instance, you understand what I mean? Yes?
Yeah.
Good. It means that my brother, I'm coming one after the other.
Okay.
What you said is correct. People didn't go to school for a while and not the rest of it. Yes, they are corrupt. Yes. The goat that doesn't eat yam started following the one that eats yam all the time and started eating yam. So that what I'm trying to prove to you, my dear brother, is that if you are a part of that very structure called Nigeria, you are bound to be corrupt. It's in their nature. I'm coming. Let us take your points one after the other. Everybody, I'll give you an example. If we go now, you and I go to the mall to go and fight Atiku Denwa or any of the criminals you mentioned, where do you think the mobile policemen will come from? From Abuja? From Gombe? They'll come from Kafanchan, from Abeokuta to okay, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, excuse.
Go ahead. You said objection. I'm giving way to you. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Now, you said
yes.
Now the problem is this: who is that? Which one is the goat?
The goat is the Hausa. I'm coming, my dear brother. Is the Hausa, Fulani, Yoruba people, and I will tell you why.
No, you are not in the right place to judge them. To judge who is who. So we have to take what we see, because every goat must claim they are not the one eating yam in that place. No. If you ask the Hausa, they will say the Igbos are the goats eating yam. If you ask the Igbos, they say the Hausas are the goats eating yam.
Okay, so now I'll ask you. Thank you very much for raising that. Let me ask you a very simple question.
Yeah.
Name one Igbo person that has stolen money from Nigeria before.
There are plenty.
No, I said one. One. Hang on. One Igbo person that went national to go and steal money. And how much they stole? No, in which capacity?
We don't count. Corruption is corruption.
No, I'm coming. No. Hold on. This is how we make the mistake all the time. I'm trying to explain something to you. I asked you, which of them has looted the Nigerian National Treasury before? Name an Igbo person.
Because they hadn't the opportunity.
Because they don't, hang on, because they did not have the opportunity. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So hang on. Who was Ekweme? Alex Ekweme. Who was he? Tell the world who Alex Ekweme is.
No, you can tell me.
You don't know who Alex Ekweme is?
I know him, but maybe not what you expect.
What was his position in Nigeria?
He wasn't the president. I think something upper grade in Nigeria.
He was the vice president. Did anybody implicate Ekweme in any scandal involving looting?
Because he wasn't the
hang on. So do you know how much Atiku Abubakar stole as the vice president?
Maybe he stole because he rhymed with the president.
Thank you very much. So hang on. I have now given you a very clear-cut example of an Igbo man serving in a very high capacity and came out with integrity intact, and one Hausa person that stole money. So your argument, I'm coming. So your argument on that front is defeated. You said that Nigeria is a nation. I'm coming. No, I gave you an example. Atiku Abubakar. One, I gave you Ekweme. Did Ekweme steal money? You said no. I don't know. I don't know Ekweme. I don't know if he steal. Maybe you haven't investigated on it yet. You have not. Okay. Maybe I ask you to go and investigate. Do you know? I cannot because I'm not the power to do it. Okay. Yeah. I will do for you and tell you. Do you say that Nigeria is a nation? It's a nation, and I want it to be that nation. Can you tell me? Can you describe for me what makes a nation? Your definition of a nation. My definition might not be the same as yours, but in my own definition, a nation is when you are united. Who united you? United with whom? I don't know who united. I have the passport written Nigeria. No, I'm asking you. I'm asking you a question. Who united you together? This is a strange question. This is it's not strange. I'm asking you a very simple question because I have people throw up this argument with America all the time. Do you know that? Hang on. You expect me to say the English, yeah? Who did? Are you going to lie? No, I cannot say the English. Okay. No, who did? No, this is not the answer because I know that's what you expected from me. But this is not in the English who united us. We are united because we are united. We had the opportunity to be united. When did you get the opportunity? Who made it possible? No, leave the amalgamation thing. Without the amalgamation, would you have had one Nigeria? Yeah, I say if we have the opportunity without and the Togo, United Nations. Hang on. I will ask you again. Without the amalgamation, would you have been one country? I like the fact that there was the amalgamation. I will ask you again. Without the amalgamation, it's a very simple question. Without the amalgamation done by a white man, will you be in one Nigeria today? Yeah, maybe. Through which means? Maybe another means. Maybe it must not be amalgamation. For instance, give an example. I cannot name it, but I said maybe. Now, my brother, you will listen. And if you listen to Radio Biafra, you'll be educated. We're about to educate you this night. I've listened. I want to explain something to you. That is it. Do you know why in Africa nothing works? Nothing works? Do you know why in Africa there is no running water, no electricity? No. I know why. Do you know why? I know why. Why? I know why. Why? Because of the high rates of corruption. No, it's not just that. It's not just that. It's because of the high rate of crime. I will tell you why. It's not that. I will tell you why. No, this is why. I want to tell you why. If you investigate it, you say that is the reason why. The reason why people tell me why. Tell me the reason why you think. No, it's not why I think. I'll tell you the reason why. It's that Africans go to school. They go to Harvard. They go to Yale. They go to Cambridge and Oxford. They do not put into practice what they have read. They are incapable. Listen, before you carry out any academic work, before you translate what you have read in a textbook to practical, moving from theory to practice, it requires discipline. It requires a level of discipline you cannot begin to imagine. It requires great deal of discipline. That is what the African people are incapable of mastering. Discipline of academia to move from theory to practice. Let me make it very clear to you, my dear brother. You do not know the meaning of the word nation. You don't know how nations are formed. You have not got the slightest, the foggiest clue as to what the emergence of a nation requires. In America, America is a nation. America has what is called one value system. Christian, Judeo, Greco-Roman system, democracy. In the north, in the zoo, we call a country. Let me break it down for you, bite size by bite size, so you can absorb it. You have the Sultan of Sokoto. I'm coming. Sultan of Sokoto is the leader of Muslims. Muslims do not believe in democracy. They believe in Sharia law. You have the Yoruba people, that is a monarchy. Monarchy is you bow down to one man as your traditional ruler. You have the Biafran people who are Republicans. I want you to tell me anywhere on this earth where three conflicting political systems coexist in the same space and there is peace.
Okay. Can I tell you?
Yes.
Can I tell you? Now, Nigeria has one system, and that is democracy. Yeah? So, anything.
I said value system. What is your value system? If Nigeria is a democracy, for goodness sake, the way you put it, why do you have the Sultan of Sokoto? Why is Boko? Hang on. Let me finish. Why did people in Jigawa vote for Sharia?
Let me answer it.
Yes.
Let me answer it. Can I answer that?
Of course you may.
Okay. Now, they have the Sultan of Sokoto because that is their traditional ruler.
Right.
Yeah,
so who is the traditional ruler of New York?
We must not do like the whites did.
But you are modeling. You gave me an example. You mentioned United States. The reason why I'm bringing all these things out, my dear brother, is because you have not been able to understand. You went to school. Hang on, you went to school. That is very clear to me. You went to school, but you don't know what is involved when it comes to nation building. You don't understand it.
If I may like anything about governance and nation state, but I'm trying to tell you that division is the worst thing the English will think about now. What the worst thing they will have to do.
How were we before Lugard came?
No, forget how we are. We are a nation.
My dear brother, we can't forget. You were a nation before Lugard came?
Tell me what have you provided? What have you produced? Or what was our stand before Lord Lugard then came?
We are Democrats. We are Republicans. Hang on, let me finish, please. We had the rule of law. We had what is called trial by jury. I'm now taking you into areas of governance and societal structure that may be alien to you. We had something called trial by jury. Not one single man can sit in judgment or to determine the guilt or innocence of another man or woman. A jury, a collective of people will decide that. Before Lugard came, my dear brother, we had respect for property and for life. Before Lugard came, we had dignity. Before Lugard came, we had free speech. Before Lugard came, my dear brother, we were free, independent people. Today, that is not the case. Today, hang on a second, let me finish, please. Today, that is not the case, my dear brother, because they are Islamizing us. I don't know when last you went to Ebonyi State. I don't know when last you went to Imo State. I don't know if you know that the traditional ruler, only a few days ago, in Uguta, his name is Al-Haji. His Royal Highness, Eze Al-Haji. I don't know if you know that very well, my dear brother. The same thing can happen in the north.
It doesn't make any change. It doesn't make any problem for me.
It wouldn't to you. Stay where you are. Let us take other colours as well, because it is very, very obvious that most of our people, as I said before, that is the problem I have with Africans being educated in the Western way. They lack understanding. They do not understand things. America is a nation because Americans, the Europeans went to America and conquered the territory and imposed their system and their way of life on the Native Americans. In fact, they brought their own populations as well. We are asking our people here, what makes a nation? And they cannot tell us. They can't tell us, please. It's very, very worrying. We want to open our lines and see what.
Why do I replay this for you? For you to know the mess we are in. For you to know many of us that we are dealing with. He is entitled to his own opinion. He's entitled to his argument. I am not doubting that. But where it baffles me, where I cannot begin to comprehend, is where he said Nigeria is a nation. Number one. Secondly, that it's not the British that brought us together. He asked him, okay, who brought us together? He said, naturally, we are like that. We are together like that. This idiot is from He's calling from Poland. He's not even in Nigeria. He's calling from Poland. He left that place that he wants us to be one and travel all the way to Poland and calling that place should be one, but he's not living there. I just want you to know the mess we are into. Many of you don't know what we are passing through. Some are calling, oh, let us give order, do this, do that. If you know what you are passing through, you shed tears. Discipline is lacking in many of us. Discipline, ability to hold on information, talkatives. Many of us cannot hold secret. Impossible. You must make sure that the whole world know that you are the one. That's remind me, many of our security agencies making videos and pictures everywhere, displaying themselves. They just want the whole world to know that yes, you are part of the struggle. I don't know. It's terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible. Before I continue, I want just 5 minutes. Before I continue, just 5 minutes.
They'll be hailing you. They'll be honoring you. To being a good person, law-abiding, God-fearing, honest, straightforward human being is to be consigned to the scrap heap of irrelevance. Are you telling me that those people are human beings? I doubt it. New residencies for Mark, Tambuwal and deputies gulping 21.7 billion. Pensioners are not getting paid. Teachers are not being paid properly. Some of them are being owed money. People are dying because they don't have access to clean water. Other idiots, baboons. Look at them, very ugly people. Very, very ugly, wretched people. The worst of blackness in Africa. They are squandering over 20 billion.
Yes, I have to come back to this as I'm going on, because we are here for a reason. We are here for a reason. If you watch what is going on, okay, it's not I'm not many of you that are watching in the other program may not see it. Well, let me just say it without typing it. For those that are watching me with the other of an account, please bear with me. I may not display anything video today because I have other account where I am also streaming live. Today we know what is going on in our land. We know that the game have started, and I am referring this to those in the helms of affairs of this struggle. Nobody is perfect. I say it, nobody is perfect. Those that are organizing, those that are in the helms of affairs, I have to bring to your notice that the tactics have changed. I want to bring to your notice that the modus of operandus has changed in this cause to free ourselves. They have given you a signal that the leader of indigenous people of Biafra is not coming on the court on that day they stipulated. They have started giving you signs that they may not hold any, sitting on that day. There may not be anything like court proceeding on that day. They are giving you signals by telling you they are going on holidays. But notwithstanding, whatever preparation we have, we still have to keep it. But we need extra preparation, because we have already foreseen what is to come. I tell you, their tactics is to hold that man till God knows. It may be after 2023 you will begin to hear about his proceeding, because they have they have and they are not so smart. They have started going to house in Biafra land to bribe people not to speak. And behold, our brother Reverend Father Eji Kembaka has set out that space. If not, we may not have an evidence. They have been going house to house. It may be the reason why they even postponed this court proceeding. They are trying to, maneuver it to be able to have enough time to talk to so many Biafrans, to talk to so many elites. But we have something to say tonight. And now, number one, they have been going house to house. How do you know those that have been paid? Are you surprised that so many people are not speaking out? Reverend Father Mbaka is the one that have exposed all. I don't need to play it again because many of you have seen it. I don't need to replay it again. Many have seen it. And what is going on is they want to shut this struggle down. Many people don't know what is going on. And I am urging those that are in charge of this struggle. If you know you don't know what it means to fight for freedom, you step aside. If you know that you cannot do it, you raise up your hand. And not a lot of people in different zones are clamoring to do something. But because we are following what I call the chain of command, this is not a time of reading. This is not a time of statements. This is not a time of giving empty threats. If there's nothing for us to do, you come up and tell us. Men are ready. I tell you, I don't know how you are receiving your own. The kind of call I'm receiving, the kind of caliber calls I'm receiving, ex-military, ex-navy, ex-police officers, which I have verified, the kind of people that are calling, they are not holding any breath of it. They have been revealing so many secrets. I don't want to follow any particular one, but what I'm after is that we must do something extraordinary if you want to get this thing done. They have overlooked those that are agitating for this struggle. They are going straight to our elites. They are going straight to our political elites, religious leaders, traditional rulers. They are buying them off. And all of us, you know what is to be done. The task is very easy. An easy way. An easy task. An easy task to send a very clear message. A message of practical, not a message of empty threats. Let this struggle not become the struggle of Uchemefo as a deputy, where he hold on to what is given to him without using it to do something, waiting for the leader of indigenous people of Biafra to come out as a good follower, as an obedient servant. In this struggle of freedom fighting, an obedient servant is not applicable. What is applicable is somebody that have something to play, to put on ground, to bring out a result that will give a smile to the man being held by our enemies. I am just adding up to what is going on. I am not denying whatsoever plan we have on ground, but I am telling those in charge, I am trying to send a message, and thousands of messages, a cry, a year people have been clamoring. People are so anxious. People are so angry on what to do next. And that is why I'm talking about the communication gap. When there is a communication gap that you are giving a room for murmuring, I want those in charge to be updating the Biafrans, updating the lovers of freedom, updating the freedom fighters on the path to follow, on how to get this thing done. Freedom is, information is power. Those that studied information science, you have to have in mind that information is power. And when you are not informed, you get deformed. When you are not properly informed, you are leaving a room for murmuring and gossiping. And you know our people are so eager. Our people are so much anxious to know the way forward. I don't want that communication gap. This is not the act of insubordination. This is not an act of betrayal. This is not an act of disobedience, but rather an act of questioning what is going on. Carry people along. Many people want to be carried along. I have visited the Twitter handle given to the Biafrans so that they can be reading day-to-day information what is going on. Let us try to update our people on what is going on. What I saw there is on 3rd of July. And now what I saw today is on 28 hours ago. That Twitter handle is supposed to be on and running every minute. People are trooping there to get information on what is going on, because if we are not properly channeled to the information on ground, a lot of lies are being spread on social media. A lot of lies are going on, spreading on social media. Our enemies have the opportunity to be spreading lies, just like our brother have been, appointed to given a slot to be broadcasting from Radio Biafra. A lot of lies has been spread that he is now the new leader of indigenous people of Biafra. If not for a lot of Biafrans, genuine one that online, propagating this information, telling the world that nobody appointed any new leader, rather is a slot given to our brother that is doing well to keep our people informed. If not because of it, many of us must have been demoralized. We have to understand this struggle. All All way of reasoning are not the same. Our mental capacity are not the same. The way we assess information are not the same. People can be easily deceived. A lot of us cannot, because we know the journey. We know how we started. But there are a lot of young freedom fighters that if you are not properly informed, they may start gossiping. And we need to guide them by making sure that information gap is not extended. Making sure that we are being fed every day today on what is going on the situation concerning the leader of indigenous people of Biafra. It is very important. If you have 20 messages about our leader, just if you cannot get hold of more, continue bringing it bit by bit, so that every day people go there, they will see new things. It's very important to keep us alive. And let's go. And I want to urge our people that are asking so many questions. You know, this is internet. This is internet that if you didn't manage information properly, our enemy will go ahead of us. That is why some crucial questions, some crucial information cannot be relayed out. The only thing you have to do is keep on hold of the direction given to you. Those that entrusted the task to carry us along, they have been trusted, and they have been tested and trusted. I should put it in that way. They have passed through the things of, temptations. These are the men that are loyal, not only loyal, but they know what they are doing. If you know that you trust the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, you must as well trust those that are working for him. Because for him to keep these people there for a longer time, they pass through these waves of tsunami led by Uche Mefo and Co. You need to trust them. They know what they are doing. They know what they are doing. But what we are asking is to make sure that information is being relayed on the Twitter handle. Many people are complaining that they're going on the Twitter handle, but they are not being updated. They are not reading anything. They troop there to get information so that they will not be misinformed. A lot of information is coming from different angles. Those that position themselves as a freedom fighters, those that position themselves as a freedom fighter while they are bloggers, they are just only there to make their money. They're there to cause traffic and make their money. That is why we need to be able to follow the right channel, and that right channel has been given to us. The Directorate of State Twitter handle. It is where people are trooping in to go and get information. And I want to urge the Biafrans, those that are shouting, give you order, give you order. I want to ask you a question. Do you have any proper plan within yourself? What you don't know is bigger than you. What you don't know is bigger than you. The only thing you need to do is to keep on hold. On that day they told you, is on 26th. It's not far from now. I know a lot of audio messages are going everywhere. I have this proper information direct from somebody. All these things I call it concocted stories. People just, I am making this voice message from unknown location. I don't want to mention my name. We are gossipers, I call them. I want those that are into this struggle to stop listening to such gossips. I don't want to see such message sending to me. Somebody can stay in his comfort zone and make an audio and tell you that I am making this audio from an unknown location. I don't want to call my name because of security reasons. Then you started rising up. I cannot get myself. You started, having a divided mind. These are something that we have to get ready to experience. It's always like that. At this point in time, I tell you, the enemy are on the trail. The enemy are ready to dish out information that will lead many of you astray. What I'm urging you again, those that are calling me, those that are sending me messages, those that are sending me voice messages of someone being said somewhere, I want you to get away, do away with such nonsense information. If anybody want to give you a proper information, let the person come out. Call your name, bring yourself out. I am showing my face. What are you afraid of if you're a freedom fighter? What are you afraid of? Tell us who tell you the information. You are giving this information from unknown location. You don't want to call your name for security reasons. So we that are showing our face, what happened to us is not for security reasons. we need to be very, very careful on the information we assimilate. And that is why I am urging those in charge of this struggle, especially at this moment, to realize that we are not in a stage of light struggle. This has entered another stage. We need to send a message to our political elites, our religious leaders. Thanks to our brother, Father Ejike Mbaka, many of us wouldn't have believed. He said they came to him with 2 slots. Who knows what the slot is all about? The same way they are going to so many Biafrans that have refused to speak. The one you call on Hanese said they are coming to monitor. Instead of asking what is the reason of holding their son, they won't ask. They should have asked, why is this man, why is it our son is being held? What has he committed? No, they said they want to come and monitor. Coward, I call them. They are pure cowards. And we need to hold on. I understand everybody's grievances. I understand. But within yourself, ask yourself, what do you know about this abduction? What did you know? The answer is you know nothing. The only thing that you are concerned is that our leader is abducted. I appreciate that. It is a sign of concern that you are showing a sign of concern. This is not a child's play. The journey, the stage we are now, is not a stage of international community. Where are you? It's not a stage of screaming on the streets. They are killing you. No. If you are not properly planned, if you didn't plan properly, you will end up blaming those that are championing this struggle. That is why you need to give them time. As I have given you the date, they are running our leader to court, being on 26th. Why not relax? Relaxing does not mean that you are not worried. Do the needful that you're supposed to do and wait on that day. And you are saying that you are boiling. You are boiling. If they give you that command, then what are you going to do as a single person? Silence over stammer. We need to be very careful. Hold yourself. Our leader have brothers, have wives. They have never killed themselves. They are still holding on. I am telling you, we are not holding, we are not also dependent on the judicial process or the international treaty. But I'm telling you, as it stands now, on that area, they have no case. We are not preparing because we have a case. We are not preparing because we are expecting to have a justice on the court. No. We are preparing for the worst that is to come. And as God may have it, there are some people that have been tested and trusted in this struggle. They may not be so radical the way you wanted it. Because I know at this stage we need radicalism. For the enemy to know that we are so mad about the freedom of the oppressed, that we are so mad of what we believe in. The time about that is coming. Why can't you hold that your anger while keeping on and being an obedient servant of the leader of indigenous people of Biafra? You said you love him. Remember that he entrusted this leadership, mantle of leadership, before he embarked on the journey. Had it been he didn't trust them, he would have fallen out with them long time ago. You are worried, I understand that. The reason why I'm making this video, I'm making this broadcast tonight is because of series of audio messages I've received. As soon as I'm playing it, I'll be laughing. I am making this audio from unknown location. I don't want to mention my name. If I tell you the condition the leader of indigenous people of Biafra is now, you will not believe it. These are the agents of darkness, agent of deceit, enemies of progress. International community, if not for any other thing, the man they are holding is not alone. The man they are holding is not a Nigerian, so to say. They can kill him and maybe without even thinking behind. Why do you think they are going house to house trying to bribe Biafran elites? If they can kill him so easily, why are they going house to house? It's not easy. But the only job or task we have to do is to descend on our own people. It's a high time we look inwards. and send a very big example across. That's the only way. When you are approaching them with that slot, they will tell you, please go to hell with your slot. My life is very important compared to the slot. I repeat, I thank our Reverend Father Mbaka. I could not believe it. I couldn't believe it. He is an eye-opener. Because had it been there's nothing like that, and we come out here and be telling you people that they are bribing the beer, we say it's a lie. You can see it. They are going to those that are spoken, those that have followers, traditional rulers, any religious leaders you see that's not speaking. All this one that is in the Assumpta Cathedral, you call Bishop Obina and so-called. Every other bishops that are not speaking, that's a Biafran. Believe you me, they have been bought over. They have been bought over. And I want to start reading. I want to start reading what I'm seeing here, because I know somebody. I know people are writing. But many people have a reason, that they are right. Anybody that's agitated, anybody that is so angry, anybody that is worried is a Biafran. I mean worried in truth and every honesty, not worried in order to get information. There are so many things that you don't know. Do you know why? This is social media. Social media. That is why we are very careful in whatever. The only thing we are just trying to tell you is that no relent. We don't know who is who. Which information now will I tell you that as I'm talking now, agent of Satan are with me watching. Let's go before I continue, before I start picking calls. And I don't know, I'm sorry, like I said, those that are watching from this program, that I could not display anything whatsoever, because if I continue displaying video here, those that are watching from the other one will not see it. That is why I try to make it audio, and I'm not going to waste much time. But let's continue to listen why this man has been there all along. Don't despair. You know what is despair? Don't lose hope. Don't lose hope. You, at the end of the day, you begin to appreciate this condition you are in. That's the only message I have to leave you. At the end of this every process, you will begin to thank your God for them to hold the leader of indigenous people of Biafra. Because Adibi is still on the radio talking on London. You think you have a hope of survival. What you are seeing now is the only way. The situation we find ourselves now, that is the best way we can find ourselves. You will not understand. Those that cannot hold their anger, if you die of amputation, the story will be told in the other world. Those that have patience while keeping strong will be able to realize this at the end of the day. You cannot expect to hear anything from any person that is standing shoulder to shoulder to this struggle, to hear some information from them. No. But the only thing we can tell you is that those that are working are not sleeping. It's not only involved in only judiciary. There are some people that have been engaged in this struggle that they can't tell you, so that they will not know your move. Now let's go. Let me see if I have it here to see. Yes, before I continue. Accommodation,
not their housing. These are brand new. It's not that they just went in yesterday. These are brand new accommodation they want to go into. 20, in fact 21 billion in total. Because all their money is point something, 2.6, 9.2, everything is point. Without point, that was the point. 20.7 billion, not million, billion. And there is no money to pay pensioners and to pay doctors and to pay teachers. And you're telling me that I don't know how a punishment to go together and call me off. Sometimes I'm not supposed to be upset about it. If I knew that people are this ignorant, believe me, when people are being accountable, I will beg him, I can't do it all. Please, I cannot do this type of work. This work is punishment. I'm telling you before God and man, it's punishment. To try to educate people whose brain is not that far off that of an ape chimpanzee. It's a very difficult job to do. I challenge anybody. That is why they go to school, yet there are no good roads. An engineer, qualified engineer, PhD, or man cannot do the road. The guy called Julius Berger from Germany. PhD in civil engineering. In their village, there is no decent building. You begin to wonder, are they human beings? They look like human beings. They have 2 hands, 2 legs. They wear wristwatch. They wear red cap, some of them. They wear danchiki, they wear abada. They wear isiago. But then the brain, the obesity is missing. You see them talk about to conscientize, to enlighten, to make aware, to human rights, to rubbish, nonsense, rubbish. I have never, I don't know why Chukwuabiama asked me to do this. I have no idea. I want to eat. If God wants to kill me, he will kill me. If I knew that black people are this dumb and useless, I wouldn't do this work. I'm telling you the truth before God and man. I won't do it. We are planning to go to vote on the 28th of March. You have not been paid your salary. You cannot eat properly. You are drinking water from waterproof bag. You are going to vote for somebody that his accommodation is over 21 billion. Are you not eat? God forbid bad people. God forbid you people. We will continue. While we cut our overhead budget by 25% according to Coronado, the more I talk about these people, the issues noticing, and I have headache. I have serious headache, honestly speaking. Very serious headache. Very serious headache. I'm not happy about this. I have never, sometimes, I wonder, I say, is this the quality of people that will come into Biafra land, and can we sustain any level of, growth of the economy and, sustainable levels of development and civilization? Are you sure with this brand of people inside it? Are we actually sure that there is any part of Black Africa capable of human development? Because the way we think, God in heaven knows, with this regime, the way we reason, I am perplexed. I get confused, honestly speaking. You are going to vote, the same person taking your money. You have not been paid your pension. Our veterans, they have not paid them. Ex-Biafran soldiers, they are still waiting for over 40 years to be paid. Even those that served in the army, they have not been paid. And you are planning to go and vote for the same person who have refused to pay you for nearly heaven knows how long. Are you not an idiot? When we say people shouldn't vote, I don't think they understand it. I can't, for the life of me, I don't even appreciate it. I don't think so. But Chukwuabiama, please have mercy. Have mercy on us. You asked us to do this job. At least let us meet 1 or 2 or 3 people with brain, with common sense. Please, I beg of you. Because it's like swimming in some sort of darkness. The pain is too much. The level of ignorance is staggering. Staggering levels of ignorance being exhibited by your children. They are saying that they lack weapons to secure the seaports, according to police commissioner. We lack, but only 4 weeks ago, they said, Jonathan said he is launching 4 ships, 4 coast totally got from America, old abandoned ships, and 1 from China, donated by China. Today, police is saying they lack weapons. I will begin to they have succeeded in confusing me. Honest, they have succeeded. They have won in confusing me. Only 4 weeks ago, Jonathan said he's commissioning ships to secure the coastline, the seaport. Today, police commissioner is telling the assistant to the general of police that they lack weapons. Is it the job of the police to secure Seaport? Is it the job of the police? What is the Navy there for? Oh my goodness me. I think, I don't know, somebody's doing something to me on purpose. It wasn't explained to me properly. I used to see black people as, normal people, that, the white man is against them, the white man is in poverty. I don't know that their brain, has not actually developed properly. I never knew that before. It's now I begin to know. I never knew before. White people took advantage of black people because black people are foolish. As simple as that. They never took advantage of any other ways on this very earth, apart from black people. Why is that? People think because you go to school, you get first class certificate, degree of something that you're intelligent. You are no, you're not. You are not. Because there will always be society. How your society performs is how you are judged. England is not affluent or well off because of one or two corrupt Russian men that came here with money. England is affluent because even the poorest person can afford food to eat. Anyway, as they are buying their properties worth 21 billion, people are dying of meningitis in Kebbi. That is to tell you how demented these people are. In Kebbi, meningitis have killed 42 people. If you don't like what I'm saying, then you change. Any day you begin to build roads as an engineer, I will respect you. Any day you come out and there is electricity and running water, I will bow before you. Not in reverence or in worship, at least in acknowledgement of your intellect. Any day you can go about and I can stand on the street somewhere in Onitsha and look about and all the buildings are shimmering, they're fine, they're beautiful, then I respect you. You cannot be living like a squirrel. In cricket, you take money morning and you expect respect. You must be dreaming. You earn it. You earn respect. Not just because you come out and we start to give respect to more deference. I don't believe in that. You earn somebody's respect. The Islamic Chief Justice of the Islamic Republic of the Zoo, God Nigeria, Justice Owais, he has declined to comment. He has sent off his son to go and kill Christians in Syria.
Now let's go. I have a message. I have a message right now, and I want to make sure that this message is brief before I call it a day. I just want to send a very clear message to many of us that may not know. I don't know how your mind is. I don't know how your mind is. I don't know what prompted you to join this struggle. I don't know what is the reason behind you being a freedom fighter. I don't know what future you have for yourself. I don't know whether at all you have anything called future like many of us don't have. I don't know whether you foresee to be someone in future without the freedom of the oppressed. I don't know. I don't know what is inside you. I don't know how your mind is made up. I don't know how you take this life for. But the only message I have is that is two things that will happen in this struggle. It's either we get freedom or our place will be worse than the north. How many of you understand what I mean? You see, these Boko Haram people are just saying that our place will be like, our place will be worst. It will not be affecting ordinary citizens on the streets. It's no more any government official. It will be now everybody. So that we can be able to appreciate the years back they have been crying and clamoring for freedom. And those in international communities, those that are living abroad, that are also Ipob or Biafrans or Nigerians, so to say, you will be ready to be going back home, to be tagging a name that never existed in our life. Those names they used to tag Afghanistan, Somalian, all those Pakistan, then you now know that your peaceful nature cannot get you anywhere. It's only two things that will happen in this struggle. Two things that will happen. Is either we'll be free. I don't care which kind of freedom it is. Is either we'll be free or our place, I'm talking about Biafra in general, will be worse than the north. This one, you say they kill 200, they run to IDP camp. Our place will be like a desert. so that those political elites, those religious leaders, those traditional rulers that are enjoying on the suffering of the poor masses, that are just enjoying based on the frustration they have subjugated the poor masses, so that it will be for everybody. That is why sometimes I question many of us, what is even giving you happiness? What is your source of happiness? No, what makes you happy anytime you wake up in the morning? If not because of this fucking religion they used to hold many of you down, that once there's life, there's hope. Outside this religion, many of you will have been up to know what is to come. But because you have that mindset, I didn't blame you, it's not your fault. You will not understand what it means to be free. Once there's life, there is hope. You will cling on it. Continue praying, it will be good. In time of good, praise God. In times of bad, praise God. Everything upon this life is vanity upon vanity. My reward is in heaven. If not because of these statements, tell me what is the source of your happiness. I'm asking you. You have children, you build house, yes. What next? Are you living comfortable? Can you just buy a car of your own choice if you have the money in Nigeria and just drive freely on the street without being attacked, without being envy? I don't know. I understand. Yeah, I understand many of us. I understand what is holding us down. I understand it. Those that are even shouting, complaining, they are boiling. They may not even handle ordinary catapult when you give them. We need to be very careful. We need to be, ask yourself as I'm speaking now, ask yourself, what can I do as a man? How old are you? What can you do as a man? I just look around, just take a look at yourself and ask yourself now, what can I do now? Or are you depending on other people to carry out something that is magnanimous? All of us have a task to execute. When our wish is not come to pass, when our expectation is not galvanized, what we're asking is a very simple term. Do you know those that are my current enemy? My current enemy are the Biafrans that lament. Anybody that call me on phone and be telling me, look at how they are killing us, I cut you off. It seems that you don't understand what you are into. Yes, they slaughter our people today in Lagos. I saw the video. Is it today? Is it new? That is why I told you last time. Many people understand, who can believe with me, that I said here last time, the only language that will wake a Biafran up is called calamity. That is the only language. I saw them today. I saw military shooting live bullets. And I hear that a lot of people died today. Igbo as a matter. Igbo speaking Biafrans especially. Many of them may be people that are not saying, oh, let's just stay here now. What this man is agitating. I don't know, this Biafra, if it's not coming, let us just leave it and leave one Nigeria. This man that is, I don't like the way, I love what he's pursuing, but I don't like the way he's going with it. Which way is he going with it? Now you have tested it. Those are in Lagos today. They said military came to change their engine. The engine they changed last year. They came, you know how they came now? They came and be, with pomposity and arrogancy. Just like when they enter free station, they can buy fuel without paying. They came today and they shot a lot of people down. So that today, what happened today must have converted a lot to join this struggle. You may not understand it. So don't come here and be crying for me. They shoot our people in Lagos. And so what? Is it new? You don't know that I'm killing our people before? So those ones they killed during the Python dance and all these all those our agitations, when we are doing peaceful agitation in so many places, in Mpo, in Onitsha, in Aba, you didn't understand it. In Iguacha. So those that are killed today is nothing. For me, it's nothing. For me, it's just a wake-up call. We have been dying before. These pictures you are seeing behind me, there are people slaughtered. You don't know, so it's new for you. So what they kill today in Lagos is now you know that they are killing us. Why do you think that's somebody calling NNAMDI'S Kanu? Why do you know the man calling NNAMDI'S Kanu is because of these issues? So we are tired of complaining. Complaining every day, complaining. In the morning, open your shop. This thing they are doing, I love Biafra, but the way they are going to it, I don't like the violent way of NNAMDI'S Kanu. Now you have seen the violent way now. So when somebody come and slaughter you, then when you shout, they said you are violent. On 26th is a day set aside for us. Our power must not be showed on Nigerian state, but on our own people. I tell you. This is why this man has been shouting for years. And many of you don't understand it. Reason. What is killing us is the level of our intelligence. We are so dumb. Many of us are dumb. It's not your fault. It is the environment you find yourself. Many of us are so backwards mentally. They are good in complaining. They are good in laying allegations, trying who to blame. But when you ask them, what are you doing in person, as a person? Maybe in his late 40s and 30s, they never knew that he can become a president of a country. The prime minister of this town was 32 years when he assumed office. 32 years. How old are you? I said the current prime minister of this town, a small boy. And your own is to complain. We are not complaining anymore. We are not lamenting. The time for lamentation has gone. The man you are following, many of you don't know him. The man is no more a human being, like I told you. How I wish they can show you him inside that place. Forget about they are telling you you do this and do. I know he's part of the struggle. He is so strong in his own way. He can never. I said it. I can swear with my life. He can never capitulate. Rather, he died there as a brave man. I don't know. I don't know. Many people are saying it's time for action. Let me open my line so that I can hear that action you are calling. If not, for what is to come on 26th. Action is needed. Yes, I agree with you. Anybody that's talking for action, I agree. I agree that's time for action. You want them to change the narrative of jumping bear. That they have agreed to bring him on court on 26th. Before you know it, there's an uprising. And therefore, there's a reason. They now have a very concrete evidence of not bringing him out in the court. That is what they're doing. That is what they're expecting. They will now prove the international community that yes, the same way he jumped bear, the same way now his people have started destroying things. In other words, we will not bring him out in the court of law. So what will you do? They gave you a date. And now, for you to hold on to that date, you said it's time for action. Because of the audio message spreading across the whole nook and cranny of the internet. Some say they map out, they will kill him on September. They want to execute him. You know, yes, it's good to insinuate such. It is good. It is good to double cross. It is good to raise alarm. It is part of the struggle. Many people will think it's propaganda. It's not propaganda. It's good to make such assertion. But it doesn't warrant you to be pointing fingers at those that are working secretly. That doesn't sleep. I tell you, they don't sleep. They are doing all they could to put smile on many of you faces. And that is why what they deserve from you is just appreciation and keeping hold. For the fact that you don't have any information as regard to the day-to-day, activities or what they are planning, you don't expect them to come out and tell you their plan. Those that have been working with, they are carrying out the instruction given to them. And the only reason why we can never achieve this agitation is lack of discipline. I don't blame us. It's because of the level of our intelligence. The education system is zero. Nothing. We are not learning anything. Even though they said they study psychology in Nigerian universities, they are nothing. You bring them out now to examine the behavioral aspect of human being. They will not. They only just go there to buy handout and just if you are a woman, you sleep with a lecturer and they pass you. That is why the educational system cannot allow many people there to reason. Even those that have acquired that apex of educational system, maybe say professor, they can also not reason. For the fact that they don't have information does not mean that nothing is being done. Something, they are doing something. I tell you, they are not. You think they are just sleeping? You want them to come out online to tell you the plan they have, so that they will double cross the plan, and then you now start blaming them for not keeping it secret. You are not the one that. You are not the one. You are not in the forefront. Are you in the war front? Are you among those that are on the security aspect? Are you one of them? This is not a time to continue laying fingers at anybody. But I know many of you are boiling. Why not hold on to 26th? After 26th, then you have every reason to boil. It's the day they are bringing him to the court. Then when we didn't see him, then you now have every reason to agitate. Then you will now have every reason to start pointing fingers, because they cannot tell us they are producing him, and on 26th they didn't produce him, and we come here and be talking. Let me just people have been calling me. Let me see if I can pick one or two calls. We don't have time to begin to gossip. Anybody that is calling me, wait, can you hear me? Wait, let me on this to see if I can hear you. Hold on, let me on this to see if I can hear you. Because
and he is the Chief Justice of a zoo nation containing Christians. We continue. Banks are in trouble, as we told you a while ago. The zoo is collapsing precipitously. The zoo is decaying before our eyes. The zoo is falling apart. The worst thing the white man ever did was to create the zoo called Nigeria. The worst crime they ever committed.
Hello.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Good evening, very snappy. Where are you calling from?
Yeah, I'm coming from Ipob State, Biafra land.
From Ebonyi. Okay, what do you have for us? Very fast.
Yeah, my brother, my suggestion is that what we can do to solve this issue once and for all. My name is Okita from Ipob State. So Biafra land. All I need is that we need to give our senators and the representatives the date that if our leader did not come out, let them stay in Abuja, or else we destroy all their property in Biafra.
I agree.
Biafra land, you know?
Wait, I cannot hear you again. What is going on? Yes, hello, can you hear me?
Nothing. I'm not happy with all these things.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah.
I heard you. Your suggestion is 100% correct. Because the problem we are having is internal problem, not external problem, brother. Thank you very much.
There's no need for them to be there and represented us for nothing. I'm not happy at all.
All right, brother. Thank you, brother, for calling. Our brother said we need to start visiting our political elites, and many of us would have agreed because of I don't know. Wait. Let me see if I can pick this call. Yeah, brother, can you hear me? Very snappy. Where are you calling from?
Yeah, brother, me too.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah. I'm calling always from Switzerland. You know, there'll be a lot of dodging from rumors flying around that you just said. Sometimes you don't just believe it and blame them. You know, it's too much for some weak mandate to take in. And that kind of rumor, like you say, sometimes it's a good stuff so that to raise alarm, and if they have any bad intention towards them, so they will, it's psychological stuff. They will think, okay, we are raising alarm, nothing, and nothing will be, will harm him. Otherwise, all the living things will disappear. But the issue, these people, they are also not sleeping, they are clever or they are smart as well. they might try to be doing the postponing and postponing issues. So that is what will piss us off. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is the area, because now they are talking about going on a holiday or research for the lawyers or whatever. So I don't know how that one works out and how it will work out. Will there gonna be court opening on that particular day?
Yes, there will be because if there will not be, I think this is something that we expect our legal advisor and those that are working for us to come up and tell us, because I have been following our lawyer and he's never made any comment based on that. They are going for holidays. They didn't say that particular section or the trial of the leader of indigenous people of Biafra will not commence, and that is why I have never tried to post whatsoever in as a reaction, though many of us are speculating. It might be also one of the reasons to avert not to bring our leader in the court, because many of us are just want to see him, because many of us are speculating that they might have done something very funny and be trying to postpone, but we just want to see him. And that is why I said on that 26th is the day that many of us that are crying that we need to start doing something. We now know whether we are ready or not.
Yes,
that's the only thing.
Because the issue, know how they work on people's mind. Once they start postponing and people start getting pissed or getting tired. And if we don't do stuff, if they start postponing, I think we have to take the action like people of South Africans are doing. So that we wake everyone up. If they start postponing it, people start getting calm down. And then the black mentality, how we do stuff, and then that is it. But I believe it will not go to that extent. And another aspect of it, where we have a more stronger stuff, is the international and legal aspect of it. Because what they did is international crime they committed anyway. Mm-hmm. So that is the thing. I don't know how they manage to do that. It's like people who are refugees running away from their life, and then you went in there and they abduct the person. And what is pissing us off, because I've been tweeting and shouting on Boris Johnson, he ain't doing much. I don't know what is the problem. So that is the thing. And if they continue to sit back, it means they have one or two hands in all these things that is happening.
But we don't. But the man you are tweeting cannot do anything. It is left in the freedom of the Biafrans in our hand. They knew about the case, so they are tweeting or they are talking will not free us. The only thing is that they are aware what we have notified them about what is going on, and provided the issue has been discussed in the House of Commons and he is aware, but it's not where we are depending.
It hasn't been discussed. I think it's on 19th. Going to be discussed.
No, it has been discussed. The only thing they gave them series of questions to answer, and they are asking them to provide the answer on 19th of this month.
On 19th, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, brother.
Good job.
All right.
I was a bit. What you're doing is more important, but normally I'm always interested in your business stuff.
No.
That is the part.
Today we are. Thank you, brother. Today is a serious issue. Today is not Ile Ibinu. Today is a serious issue that people have been crying. People are ready to do something that is so visible for the mankind to see. People want to show that they love this man, but I know you cannot go on rampage without having any direction. Nobody is calming you down. Your leader is your leader, whether it's 1,000 years to come. Nothing like you will be demoralized. That means you don't know what is to have a love of a country. I'm not even talking about Mazi NNAMDI'S in question. The love of a nation. The ideology is in you. If you have that ideology, be it in next 1,000 years, nothing will be demoralized. It's okay. We didn't match on that day. They kidnapped him. Now it's too late. I don't have the zeal. That means you don't know what it means to be a freedom fighter. Now let me go to this. Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, my brother.
Yeah, very snappy, brother.
I know it's Mr. Obi calling from.
Okay, brother, Mr. Obi.
What I want to say is that if these people did not bring Mazi out on 26th, I don't care to know what they are talking about, their vacation or no, but they must bring him out on 26th so that people will. Though I contacted the sister earlier today and she.
Wait, I don't know why. Wait, hang on. This is people are not calling. Brother, what did you say? I didn't hear. You said what? Can you repeat again? You said what?
So let us wait until that 26th.
Wait.
They did not bring him out.
Wait, he said he contacted.
For us to see him.
You said he contacted
the
sister.
People on the ground.
You said he said he contacted who? Because that was a breaking transmission.
The sister. Hope the woman with the master prophet is the sister.
Yes, the sister. Yes.
And they told me that they have spoken with him. But I don't know if they are lying to themselves, you know. No, what the area I'm going is that if they don't bring him out on 26th, let people on the ground. The people on the ground is people that matter so much, even more than the people outside the people are abroad. I'm telling you, let these people, this power they are using to do that, do that. Let them capture one governor. If they can be able to capture one governor, not even Hausa Fulani. Hausa Fulani is not a problem of Igbo man. I'm telling you.
I agree.
Igbo people, we love money too much and we can do undo. Because of money. I use people that I'm here with to know who we are. Anybody can even kill his fellow brother due to 1 naira. So let us focus our strength to deal with all this ruling class. You know, there is no way we can leave them in Igbo land and we think that we are fighting for Biafra. They will be killing or they will be using, whenever the military are killing or the police are shooting, they are the people inviting all these people to kill their brothers. So if we can be able to use this strength and capture one governor, I will be okay. That is the only thing I want to say. Thank you.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Our brother said he contacted the sister of the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, and she said that the brother is okay, and he shouldn't be insinuating whether she's lying. I know everything is possible in this struggle. I understood when people are not trusting anybody. You called the direct sister, and she told you that the brother is okay, that she spoke with him. But that's by the way. Let's go. Yes, can you hear me? Yes, very fast. Yes.
Yeah, and I come from India.
You are from India, yes.
Yeah. So I beg you, I mean, they play a program for Facebook.
Yeah.
So again, I be just going to talk. Just contribution, I beg. Because this thing why they try to talk now, we say I gave brothers where we say some of them be military and they get rank military. And some of them are politicians also, even my friends. So what are they trying to talk now? I beg. If we go know how we will take stop, we will just start agitation to save our leader life. Now be the most important thing, because these people just look say no, only for Facebook now we get power, only social media. Maybe after talking, nothing that they do. They don't do anything on it. Now just talk, nothing that they prevent. Now they take any action. So this is a plan where we say everybody knows say now the whole world, most of the whole world, even United Kingdom self, their hand there for the matter. Which everybody knows.
Can I ask you one question? Can I ask you one question, because we are learning. Nobody's perfect. What do you think we can do now that they gave us the day that they are bringing me out on 26th? What do you think that is necessary for us to do between now and 26th?
Thank you. I like that question now.
Yes.
That question we ask now, what you supposed to do? Them and Igbos, you know, say, I know say we love ourselves. So that's what people know, they talk so we don't love ourselves. Now make all the Igbo people, those ones where they around Nigeria, where everybody, both the business people, both anywhere where you dey around Nigeria, stop your business that day. If you know you go, they inside your house.
No, I don't mean. I don't know, brother. I didn't mean on. I didn't mean on 26th. I mean now, because you know we said we don't need to wait. I'm asking because we said 26th is the D-Day. That after 26 that they didn't produce him, then many of you will now know whether are we only just talking online or we don't have any plan. But people are complaining that the struggle is slow, nobody's doing anything. And I'm asking, what do you think we can do from now till 25th? Let me just from now to 25th of this month, because 26th is the day they promised to bring him to court. But people are agitating, said we should not wait on that 26th. What do you think we have to wait? We have to do from now to 25th? Is the question.
My brother, is on my own opinion. What you will feel do now? I say, may they mobilize men. Men where they go mobilize now. We say, may they start now. They do just they do protest. If not die, may everybody die now once. If not say people will survive, will continue the life. Because it's just like what happened today for Lagos.
Okay.
Where the same military just enter Ladepo, because I did Ladepo before. The military just.
Yeah, hello.
And at the end of the day, kill them, finish, because she said and say they won't go Biafra. Saying that because they will stay with their blood. So it's just better say now the way Igbo people wake up. More just stop this thing, more just take action. You see how the politician no one look after us. But then those ones where they ready, may they just speak up. Because they're going to just talk this thing. If this man die now, matter don't end though. Forget all this is what they talk. That matter don't end. So we have to do something now. Now person will die alive. Now they proceed. Person will die, they proceed though.
Which country are you calling me from?
From India.
Does Nigeria have embassy in India? Does Nigeria have embassy in India?
I dey follow go protest steady now.
Don't worry, we have our own job.
I dey follow go protest steady. We have protest steady. Even the day when the other day we still go protest. I dey follow go protest steady. As the IPOB member.
Yes. Why I ask you that question? Yes, I know. Why I ask you that question is that you say it's only those at home that have something to do. Our own, we have something. Do you remember what happened in Senegalese? In Senegal, I think it's Nigerian embassy in Senegal. You remember what happened in that embassy in Senegal?
I don't remember.
Yeah, they vandalized it. The total vandalization. That is what we expected from each country to do. It's not only when we talk about those at home that they have that. We in Western world, we have to also show those at home that we can do something on our own. But that's just by the way. Thank you for your calling, brother. Thank you for your calling. I agree with what you said that we're supposed to start doing something. But believe you me, many people that are coming on this struggle, you have been following the struggle to see the division alone. Those that are accusing the leader of indigenous people of Biafra of eating money, they are Biafrans. When you talk about let's go, not even only politicians that is against this struggle. There are so many people that are suffering the way you and me are suffering that are against this struggle for no reason. Like the broadcast I played when I started. We are talking about let's go. You knew what happened in Biafra land. That their own brother are pointing house to house, telling the enemy where IPOB members live. Our own brothers. We don't have to deny that. When I begin to tell you the kind of problem we have within us, you will never believe it. That is when I laugh at many people, let's go with these 5 states. And I ask them, how far those that are calling themselves 5 states? Many people are working against the restoration of Biafra till today. There are Biafrans. I didn't say politicians. I didn't say reverend fathers. I didn't say traditional rulers. I didn't say rich people. I say poverty-stricken Biafrans. That is why I have no regret of what happened today in Lagos. It is a good thing that happened in Lagos today. It is to also send a message across. This thing, this man is fighting. This is the reason why he's fighting. And I'm happy to hear from them. about Biafra when I was listening to the conversation, and what the military told them. They knew that they are not part of the place. They see them as Biafrans. They see them as indigenous people of Biafrans, whether you are supporting NNAMD'i Kanu or not. That is why an Ipob adage that says OGD Kanala Jumuya. You are holding something on ground. You yourself is on ground at the same time. I know. I told you people to I understand. And I have been asking this question. They hold the leader of indigenous people of Biafra for 8 complete days. And we are busy on internet, going our normal business. Nobody knows. Many have never asked what could lead to such silence of nobody knows, even the Directorate of State. Some that doesn't understand what went through. They started pointing finger that is betrayal. You will not understand. Let me call. I want to pick those that are at home. Yes, can you hear me?
Hello, good evening, my brother.
Yes, where are you calling? Okay, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Iguacha.
All right, go ahead.
Mazi, because I'm agent and I listen to your broadcast. I thought that this broadcast is not live, so but thank God that it's live.
Yes.
But I want to tell you, are you people aware that Nigeria government postponed the court date, said that they are going to vacation? Are you people aware of that? So why are we keeping quiet? Why can't all our lawyers from abroad protest or to bring Nigeria, to make them to come to make them the court to hold?
Now, can I ask
why are we keeping quiet?
Hold on. Let me ask you something. Did they say that the court is not holding? The proceeding of Mazi NNAMD'i Kanu is not holding?
They say all the lawyers, they are going on vacation from 26 to 17 September.
But I have contacted a lawyer. I have contacted one of the lawyers. He told me that these are the section of people that are going. That does not mean that the proceeding will not hold. If the proceeding will not hold, them themselves should have been aware. But as it stands now, he's still holding. That is what he told me. So if it will not hold, we're supposed to expect such information to come from the lawyer of indigenous people of Biafra, or we don't trust the lawyer anymore.
It's not that we don't trust, because as we are now,
yes,
we are not happy by this new development. We are not happy at all. Even me, as I'm talking to you, I'm not happy. It's not that something is not from above. It's not that the other comes from above. We supposed to know what we're supposed to do here. Because enough is enough. The plan is bringing
oh, I don't know. Our brother, I think I have gotten your message. Yes, your line is cracking. But I got your message, brother. I got your message. Your line is cracking. Our brother is calling from Iguacha. Our brother is telling us that whether we are aware that there's the court or the magistrate or whatever, the high court, they are going for vacation. And I told him that from the information myself got, unless his letter that we got to hear it, the lawyer said that going to court does not mean that the proceeding will not hold. And that is what he told me. And we need to just hold on. Remaining 13 days, if I'm not mistaken. So that we will have every reason to agitate. We will have every reason to lay blame, to lay fingers on anyone. Me that is talking, you think I'm happy on my own? No, I'm not. I am also waiting on that day given to us. On that day given to us on 26th. That is the day. After that day, if nothing happened, that is the day we will now begin to now violate this command and chain of command and control. So I don't know. I don't pick unknown call. If you want to call me, I need a number. If you want to call me, I need a number. I don't need to hide. Whether you are against this struggle or you're for struggle, you don't have every reason to hide your number. If you are calling me, show your number. I don't pick unknown number. Me that is talking, I'm not hiding my face. I am seeing unknown call. It doesn't make sense that I'm picking a call that is not known. Anybody that is calling me, your number will be displayed for my own security reasons. I know why. So I cannot pick a number that is hidden. Yes, can you hear me? Yes, yes. Where are you calling from? Wait, I cannot hear you correctly. Wait. Wait. I am having double callers.
Hello.
There's a lot of callers coming at the same time. A lot of callers coming at the same time. But wait, just give me some minutes. My brother from Istanbul, I think I have to call you back. But just there's some caller that is disturbing this. Let me see if I can get you back. I have a caller from. I will get you back in Istanbul. I will call you back. Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, so on my Nairobi.
From Nairobi, from Kenya.
Yes, Kenya.
Okay.
So I'm asking when there is no cause for alarm. I had to go to
Hey, brother, don't be offended. Don't be offended. Biafrans, we have non-Igbo speaking Biafrans, and I hope you can also carry them along, brother. I beg of you.
Okay. So I will let us just place everybody on red alert in case of eventuality. Just start preparing ourselves. So we can now take action.
Okay. You are calling from Kenya, if I'm not mistaken. Can you hear me? Oh, I can't hear him again. I don't know why. Africa and their Africa. Can you hear me? I cannot hear him again. I cannot hear him. He's calling from Kenya. I wanted to ask him a question. Yes, can you hear me, brother from Kenya?
Sensitize our people to that day to observe sit at home. That means we should observe sit at home. So that is my own contribution. Yes. Everybody should observe sit at home on that basis.
Yes, I have a question for you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Have you people in Kenya? Have you people organized any sort of protest in Kenya?
We have not. I have to be frank with you. I have to be honest. Being that everything happened here, so we are just trying to get, everything works with like the other guy said, the previous caller.
Yes.
Everything happens if you are in IPOB. You work with advice and you work with command. So you don't just go and start doing something without being. We have to work according to how we are being advised.
So what is
that's what all I have to say.
What is advice that you do? Were you advised not to carry on any protests in Kenya?
I will tell you there is advice for us to just remain calm.
All right.
So,
all right. Okay.
From the
Okay. It's okay, brother. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. For some reasons, maybe best known to those that are championing this struggle, because Kenya is also like Nigeria that I have understood. At least what has happened has taught many of us a lesson about Kenya. I know many people are calling. Many people are bothered. I don't know, many of us, we lack what I call discipline. It's not just calling, I want to do this, I want to do that. Can he get me? I know, I understand you. Okay, I think I have to pick this call from our brother. Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, Mr. Solomon.
Yeah, brother.
Good evening.
Nusobadro.
Yeah, good evening.
Yes, good evening, brother. Very snappy.
Yeah, I've been listening to what you've been saying. You see, the problem with our people is that when a command is being given, severally, people, they will come to some platforms and they are talking as if, IPOB is not doing anything, the leadership is not, they just arrest our leader, nobody is doing anything, blah, 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 blah.
I listened to the question you asked. I think one guy that called from I think India or so, you know, and now this guy from Kenya. If the leadership said, okay, in Kenya don't do protest, then you don't do protest. We here in London, I'm Mazi, you know, here in London, even immediately all these things started, we are the ones who started to go every day in front of the, what do you call it, all the parliamentary street, you know, different places to go and make protest. Even some white people here, the House of Lords, they came out, you know, to protest about our leaders, you know, extraordinary rendition by Nigerian Fulani terrorist government. The point here is that the people we are dealing with, they are not also stupid. All these people coming on platforms saying, let's do something now, let's do something now, let's do something now, let's do something. What is it do you want to do now? What is it? What exactly do you want to do now? There is a date for court. And some of them, they go to internet, you know, one little thing, it becomes a news for them. Yeah. You know, all this propaganda things, they have not heard from Radio Biafra or from the solicitor of Ipob, Barrister Joko, or from any DOS or from any hierarchy in the Ipob, that okay, that they have shifted the date from 26th to September. There is nothing like that.
At all. I know.
Absolutely nothing like that. Because I don't understand our people. You know, little thing, and every day they are being warned. Stop all this propaganda. Stop all, even the people who tell you the Nigerian government, they are planning with Asari documents to go to Abuja to go and you know, plan with wear clothes like they are ESN members to go and attack DSS to say they want to release our leader, then they will kill our leader.
Do you know that the wife? Do you know the wife of our leader was one time suspected? You know.
You understand me?
It's our people.
I really can't understand our people. I really can't understand. That's why sometimes some of us we just sit back and sometimes we feel like what is wrong with our people? What exactly is wrong with the brain of our people, mainly our Biafran people? Some of them will come and say, oh, let's go and kill attack governors. Oh, let's go and do this. Oh, let's go and do senators. Oh, let's go and do... No. Listen. All of you should start changing your mentality. Your mentality should be what? Fulani is your problem. Fulani is killing our people. Fulani is a terrorist government that is being run in Nigeria. Their army, police, anything that has to do with Fulani, they are the ones killing us.
But brother, objection.
So what are we going to do?
Objection, brother. On that particular area, I'm deviate a little bit. The problem is not a Fulani man. The problem is our political elite. I tell you.
Okay, our political elite. Yes. I agree. We know those ones. We know.
Is our problem.
I'm not disputing it.
Exactly.
I'm not disputing it that our political elite. You should know that you don't have governors. You should know that you don't have leaders. You should know that you don't have senators. Only one person, maybe a Baribe. You should know these things.
Exactly.
So if you know that you don't have all these people, governors or Hanezo, whatever they call themselves, so all these all those people still playing along with one Nigeria, you should know that there is a great divide. And that great divide, you must be on the side of the Biafran agitators under Mazi Kanu. And who is the majority? We are the majority. You should know that. We are the majority. Ordinary people at home, our leader did. It was comply 100%. That's the truth. That's the day even the referendum at Biafra. Whether all these ones coming, oh, we are from Igodo, we are from Delta, we are from this, oh, we don't want to join the Biafra because of our oil. All those nonsense. People should stop gossip. The level of the agitation now is, it has gone beyond Nigeria, beyond even Fulani, beyond whatever. The whole world attention is on Nigeria and Kenya. What they did. And there is no way of escape. So all these conspiracy theories, they are planning to kill our leader, this and that. Why they didn't kill him all the way in Kenya and bury him or throw him out of aircraft or whatever when they were bringing him from Kenya to Nigeria? No, they couldn't. Is it now the whole world knows, okay, he is under their custody, they will kill him. So when they kill him, all the people who killed him, the presidency, Malami, or everything, called Fulani in Nigeria will never exist again. That's question you people should ask yourself. And the answer is no. They will not be stupid to go and harm our leader or to say to kill him. Because they know if they try it or say they kill him, Mazi Kanu is not Adiola. People should understand it. No, there are heads of people Fulani cannot be able to take. They have tried it before, and they could not. They cannot kill Mazi Kanu. It's practically impossible because they know if they do, anything called Fulani as a race will cease to exist. They know that. They are not stupid.
Okay, brother.
Look at all this propaganda.
Okay, brother. Okay, brother. Thank you very much, my brother, for your own take. Yes. Thank you very much.
Brother.
Thank you, brother. Bless you. We don't need to underestimate anybody, like I said. We don't need to say they will not, because the country we are dealing with, the country that doesn't reason. Like today again, they said they arrested those Jewish, the Jewish guys that came to Biafra land. They arrested them. I tell you, these people don't follow on whatever you call rule of law. They are stark illiterate. We shouldn't be underestimating them. They can do the worst and wait the worst to happen. That is how they slaughter Yusuf. And that is how they beheaded Gideon Akaloka. Because nobody stands for them. And the same way now they are dealing with Ohaneze. Ohaneze Nibo was also present the day they beheaded, the day on the court proceeding of Gideon Akaloka, and they couldn't do anything. That is why I told you I am not annoyed on anybody being agitated on what we should be done. But just what I'm just trying to tell them is that before you can be able to achieve your success, you must have a proper planning. And the plan you itself is going on. For the fact that you are not part of the plan does not mean that there's nothing, there's nothing is being done about this situation. People are working on the ground. People are just trying to hold on to the information that is necessary. Whatever that I'm speaking here, whatever I'm saying out here does not matter. It is something that is meant for public. But the reason and the aim of our struggle, the plan behind, or the strategy that we are using to be able to see, to checkmate and maneuver these people, is not something you can hear from any media whatsoever. Our people cannot even hold information. Number one, we have a lot of traitors within us. Number two, who are you going to trust? That is why you try to manage the whatever information you have. The same thing that happened in our transmitter. I hear so many people calling. I know, let me tell you how it happened. Our leader was on the airport. They caught him. Immediately they caught him. He started shouting. That is what saved him. People just want to make up stories. Like our brother rightly said, the last caller. What if they have killed him? That 8 days that nobody knows. Something is behind everything that is going on. But you have every reason to agitate because you don't have the information at hand. But like I said, we have every reason to agitate. Nobody should question or blame anybody that is so angry and complaining about the situation on ground. People are worried. People are asking, how is the situation of the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra as it stands now? Because the place he's sleeping is not a place of his wish. It is show that you are concerned, but it doesn't show. It doesn't warrant you. It doesn't give you that audacity to go on and start, propagating false information that doesn't exist. Like in the first place, our legal advisor, our lawyer, Barrister Jofo said our leader is being tortured. He didn't explain it very well. Many people are saying torturing. You know what means torturing? But he came at last and explained it. That torturing means that he has not been allowed to welcome his families. He's not allowed to see his family members. He's also torturing mentally. It's just English language. I see our sister writing here that we need to speak Igbo so that we can be able to have secret. You don't know that a Fulani man is now speaking Igbo. Here, more even I saw a Fulani woman speaking Igbo more than you people. Speaking Igbo does not give you, it doesn't make it your conversation secret. Our own brother that are speaking Igbo, they can also get information and go it and give it to the whoever that needed it. It doesn't matter speaking Igbo. Number one, Biafran is not only for Igbo speaking tribe. We have other ethnic groups like Ibibio, even Igodo. They don't speak Igbo. They may be hearing or they may be, getting a slight of it. Even the Igbo speaking Biafrans that go to Ebonyi now, go to a place they call I think they call it Eza in Ebonyi State. When you go there, you cannot hear what they are saying. But Ebonyi State is part of Biafra land. So when we say speak English, does not mean that we don't value our own. But Biafra is not an Igbo speaking affairs. It's for everybody. And for the fact that we are speaking Igbo, does not make it secret. Like I said, Fulani speak Igbo now. Here Igbo speak it fluently more than us. So let me go straight to this caller. Yes, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello? Your voice is not coming out. Can you hear me? No, you are not paying attention. Let me go to another person. Our brother from Turkey. I promise to call you back. Our brother from Turkey. I don't know. Let me see if I can get you back. You normally call with them. Let me see. Yes, can you hear me? No, I can't hear you. I can't hear you, brother. I don't need to pick it again. I can't hear you. Let me try another caller. Yes, can you hear me?
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, brother. Very snappy.
Yeah, I'm calling from Turkey. Okay, from Istanbul, Turkey.
All right.
My contribution. I want to just go straight to the point because the last caller that called that said we shouldn't attack our political elites. I so much disagree with him.
Me too. And he accepted. Yes.
Like here in Istanbul, in Turkey here now, Turkish people don't condone anything betrayal. Before there is a place they build a color, but now it's now a tourist center. Once you are a threat in this country, they will go there and hang this threat. This will not be because you run to exile. They will catch you. So we have to start with our own inside our brothers, these politicians. And it's my suggestion that we have to, like that video that man from Mamolo, that one that had that entire century to our ancestors.
Yeah.
That kind of things, what that we need to do to our political elites, our governors, because there are the people who are giving information, telling these people to come in. Like you said, it's not Fulani people, they speak Igbo, yes. But they cannot understand us without our brothers.
Exactly.
So we need to start sanitization in our land, within ourselves. And another thing, because I said Kenya government, we have to hold them responsible. But I have a lot of questions, but it's very sensitive. I even say it in our IPOB forum because I believe IPOB in Kenya, you need a lot of questions to answer.
Did you say it's sensitive? Okay.
Because I don't see the reason why.
Yeah, if it's sensitive, then you have to call me. You call me if you finish that, we can discuss. Hello? Yeah, you can call me if I finish.
Okay, yes, I will call you personally. So that my suggestion is that we have to attack the governors, your analysis, even our local governor, our ranches, we need to start with them. That is my own suggestion.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. I love that. Very snappy. Our brother Destiny could not say, please do not blame anybody. Saying let's do something. We are not happy. Men are worried. Do you know who the Nigerian terrorist government are holding? Our great leader. I agree with you. I have said it here. Everybody have every right to agitate. If you are not bothered, it means that you are not in this struggle. If you are not bothered, it means that you are not concerned. Everybody should have every reason to be bothered. I agree with them. But the only thing we are asking them is that let them remember also that those that are working as it stands now in the name of our DOS, they have been working with the leader of indigenous people of Biafra. That man you trusted, that man you believe, that man you love. He have been working with a lot of people, and he set up that group, and those groups survived the test of the time. You can remember what we have passed through in a couple of years back, or months back, if I may say, ranging from UCMF4, ranging from so many of them, the one you call George Onyibe, and so many of them, you know, they fall out, and these people remain with him. I can agree with you. What we are doing is that we are challenging them to do the right thing, and that is why I'm not afraid to still, you know, tell them to do the right thing. It is not a very bad thing to remind people what to do. It is not a bad thing to continue, you know, shouting and telling people that are in the hands of affairs to do something. It is called checkmating. There's nothing wrong in that, and that is why in a court of law, or rather in a parliamentary system of government, though is not applicable in the zoo, the reason why we have opposition party is for things to move on, for you to, you know, make an argument, a constructive one that can move a country forward. But it's only in the zoo that when you now succeeded in one particular political party, you join the so-called ruling party, and there will not be any debate. You know, our leader, throughout his broadcast, I have learned a lot when somebody is challenging him. I have learned a lot. I didn't learn anything when people are calling. That is why I love people that are calling to oppose. But people are running. They don't want to call in to question our agitation. They have no any case whatsoever. That is why, since I started this journey, it's hardly people call to be saying, why are you people agitating this? It is now clear in their own eyes that Nigeria need to be destroyed for us, for humanity to breathe. Can anybody tell me the reason why Nigeria should exist? What have you gained as a Nigerian, living in Nigeria? I'm not talking about the wicked ones that are living in Western world. I said I don't want to mention them today, because today is a business, is a serious business. That is why I cannot take Ile Ibino as a topic today. I don't have time for them. We are on a business, we are on a serious business, and today we are asking, you know, we are giving our brothers, we are giving them a kind of audience to hear their own point of view and to tell them what is going on, so that they will stop believing lies. Whatever you are hearing, all these messages, share this, share it in your group. I am calling from so place. I don't want to mention my name for security reasons. Our people will swallow the jargons. I was with I have an information from a reliable source from inside. Look at what the person said. Our people will swallow. They don't reason. They don't digest the analysis. So many people send me a lot of message here that I should play it, I should share it. I'm not sharing such thing. Like I'm not a part of that. I'm not. I can wake up today and give a message and say share please, make it go viral, and we'll be sharing. And people are killing themselves for no reasons. People are now beginning to have a divided mind. If not the way we continue attacking on those that pointing hand on DSS as a betrayal, maybe by now, if they cannot even hold it, maybe by now they scatter, and then we will not have anybody to lead. But we try to debunk that lies or betrayal. One of the DOS, I sense betrayal. Even other people that are not in support of our struggle now become a lover of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If you see the way they are preaching on their own platform, look at this. The people that hate this man, especially Ile Ibino Mixed Blood. I was so surprised to see Ile Ibino Mixed Blood on their program. Look at the man that is fighting for them. Now they have betrayed him. This they are betrayal in their blood. They now started antagonizing the Biafrans, especially the Igbo-speaking Biafrans, while praising that man they have been condemning for years. As an intelligent man, I sense it and see divide and rule tactics. They want to, so that why are they passing such message of that there's a betrayal, so that you, where you are as an innocent citizen, innocent Biafrans, you say it's true, they have betrayed him. Look at them, you now started talking nonsense. You will now have a divided house. Those that believe in betrayal and those that are still in support of the leadership of the indigenous people of Biafra. That is what gossip does in the life of human being. Once you are into such, then division will start. Before you know it, everybody will be in disarray. But that doesn't mean that our DOS should not buckle up to do something to put smile on the face of those that are agitating. We are ready to go. It's not them that will do the job. People that are ready to do the thing are there. And many of you have forgotten that IPOB also have a military wing. Many of you don't. I don't know whether you have forgotten. I know you are ready to march on the street without fear of death. And that is what we want. To get hold to this ideology of to be free. That's all. What you're asking is a very simple question. You see what happened today in Ladebo. I want such to happen in so many places. It's a wake-up call. It is called wake-up call for them to kill. I tell you, if Nigerian system should go into war this time around, I tell you, they will not see the light of the day. Should we begin to analyze it, ranging from other tribes that have offended? You want to tell me that if I start now, the Oduduwa in general, no matter what you try to call them, the Oduduwa in general that have slaughtered their people will queue in to fight? The answer is zero. The middle belt, you call middle belt, especially the Benues that have slaughtered their people, you think they will help them to fight? The answer is zero. It means the Boko Haram that are trying to get their own land, unless they are coming for conquest in general. I'm talking about those that are in power. If they want to sustain this power and they want to go for war, unless they are coming for conquest of Sharia, then maybe Boko Haram will join them and Ile mixed blood that are few in number. The military inside them, the military, can't you see complaint here and there? A lot of Biafrans have resigned. Many of you may not know what is going on. A lot of them call me on phone. I direct them to who to call, not me. I don't know anything about military wing of Biafra. I know nothing about anything. Look at the number you have to call, so that they will now interview you to know whether you are really an ex-soldier. I am not. I'm just only a messenger. A lot is going on. A lot is going on that if they start this, that is why what they are using now to hold us is intimidation. And I love as people are agitated. I love what happened today in Lagos. You see men with bottle, even though they have nothing. They lock the military man on the gate, say they are not going anywhere. They lock them before they have a reinforcement. They have nothing. They have nothing. And that is why we need to come together. If you don't come together, we cannot achieve our aim. You see those our brethren that thought that this struggle is only for IPOB. It will get to you. Those that visited today in Ladebo Market, are they IPOB members? Are they all of them IPOB members? You may also find those that are against this struggle there, especially those people that sell, buying and selling. You must get somebody today that has been affected, that is not an IPOB member. Are they doing evangelism in Ladebo today? Are they listening to Radio Biafra there before they came? The answer is no. They see all of us as IPOB, meaning indigenous people of Biafra. The earlier you get it, the better for you. If you think you are working against this struggle, you are working against yourself. The man, those that were killed today, go and check them, verify them. They may not be a supporter of or a member of IPOB. They may be supporter or maybe they don't care. But today they have gone. It's a wake-up call and I love it. I love it. So let me go. Very snappy, brother. Very snappy. Can you hear me? Very snappy.
Hello.
Yes, very snappy, brother. Yes.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening, brother.
My brother, I don't have much to say, but I want to comment on about our brother that mentioned about our elite. You know my job. So I used to have many interactions with many people, about what is happening in our place.
Yeah, go on.
It's unfortunately I ran into one man yesterday. The man was coming back from work. So I told him, you know what is going on there. So I asked the man that the football they played the other day, did you see how the pain that these people put in us, the way the black people demand that they cannot get happiness too? The man laughed at me. He said, why he said that? I said, yes. Because you people put pain on us. He said, let me tell you something. I now tried to analyze with the man what is happening in our place and what happened to our leader. The guy told me that, you know what the guy told me?
No.
The guy told me that, listen, these British have left our place, but they left some people there. And we leave those people to the people to be walking around. You understand?
Yes.
He said we leave the people that will be walking around. Because if you take the people away, their eyes will blind. They will leave you. So the thing comes to our people, in our land. The man told me, when he get down with my guy, he told me that the people will have to clean your house. Go and clean your house before you come outside to speak.
I agree.
You understand?
I agree.
I don't look at the man. The man said, go, tell your people, if you have anybody to condemn, go and clean your house. So we need to clean our house. Let's leave our side. We need to look into our side, inside, and clean our house. Then when we go outside to speak, we know that nobody's at the back knocking something into us, you know?
I agree.
That is our problem.
I agree.
Because if we have cleaned our house, some kind of a thing now will not happen. You understand?
Yes, I agree.
So what we need to do, and what the statement you give to us now that we should wait on that 26. Yes. People should remember that we are in revolution. You understand? And many things triggers revolution. The brothers were. So the only thing is in the table now. So they are not stupid. The people who are dealing with it, they are not stupid. They know that everywhere. That's why you see that any small thing they arrest, any small thing that, because they don't know, they are afraid of everything. Even the fly, they are afraid of it. You understand?
Yeah.
They are afraid of everything. So they know that people are angry. So they know how to play their card. That's why they go to meet our elites now to bribe them.
Exactly.
To cool some people, to the coolings of people. That's why the first of all go to the man they have much peace to speak. To cool some tension down. But they can't do it. It's over. You understand? So something must happen. Whether anything like it or not, something must happen.
I agree with you.
So my brother, thank you for giving me the opportunity.
Thank you, brother. I am now coming to I will have in a short while. I will be coming to the end of this program. But the issue here is that many people are agitated. I understood you. Let me tell you, before I pick this call, let me tell you one scenario that the problem we are having, I know is from internal problem. I tell you, our political leaders are playing with our lives. Our political leaders are still suffering from that inferiority complex. The defeat of Biafran genocide is still in their head. They see themselves as nobody before the Nigerian state. Nigerian state are worried. The children of nobody are rising up, asking for equal rights. Who the hell are they? While their fathers are under our foot. I want you to understand what is going on. That is why it is so hard for them to come out to complain, because they have bought them over. And why they are speaking? Because we do them nothing. They speak and they go free. And the funniest thing about this whole thing is that ordinary Ikekwe matter that was just touched small. I could remember many of us that are coming and say, please, this is not the way to do things. Look at this man. Why will him that is trying? Look at the Yoruba. Have you seen them beating their own political leaders? Look at the Hausas. Have you seen them touching their own? Look at what we just as a disgrace. You see how we want to get our freedom by beating our political allies. The same people that are calling us and telling us this is what should be done. You will see them coming around to face you. I want us to understand the mess we are into. The same way those people are fighting for freedom. I remember many of you that are around me. I can count them. I don't want to start calling names. They have joined the struggle again. When Articulated came out, Atiku and the Obi, they said Obi is our Onokute and Kani. I'm Articulated. Let us just leave this one now. Through Articulated, we will get Biafra. They left Biafran struggle. This girl that is America is one of them. We call Ogechi Okekenjaka. That's where the problem started. She traveled back home. She has been in the forefront of this struggle. For many of you that don't know her, because of small, they'll just bring small thing for you people, you follow. Articulated, where is he today? They brought him out to solidify their aim. PDP, Fulani, APC, Fulani. Many of you don't understand. He said it because Obi is there, is our own. We have a very long way to go in terms of reasoning. A marathon way to go in terms of reasoning. That is what is disturbing us. Had it been our reason is at least half of normal human being. You think NNAMDI'S we should be waiting for him to remind us that we are suffering? After all, he's not living in Nigeria. those that are living there are the ones that are even telling him, you are there telling us to come and die while you are there enjoying. But they forgot that this man can even stay there and enjoy and without thinking about them. Their brain. Can't you see this one that is debating with him now? I want Nigeria. He said he's from Imo State. Arinze somebody. He's calling from Poland. I'll find his surname. If I thought it's the right surname. My name is Arinze, calling from Poland. I want Nigeria to be one. Why? Because it's a nation. Why is it a nation? Because it's a group of people that came together and decided to live together. No, it is not a group of people. The leader of indigenous people of Biafra told him that no, it's British that brought us together. He knew that is them, but he said no, that we brought ourselves together. This is the mentality we are dealing with. That is just the thing. I am coming to the end of this program, but before that, I want to see if I can, those that I cannot get through, I try to read comments. Why allow the voice of the leader of indigenous people of Biafra to go on? If any comment that is necessary to reply, I have to pause and reply. Let me just pay attention to some comments. I have 2 Facebook accounts that is on and running, so I try to look here and look here to see where I can be able to respond. Let me see.
Because from there, the consequences of the collapse of the zoo very violently will reverberate forever and ever. People should go and look at Somalia very well. You are going to become like Somalia soon, with his wild donkeys raging in the Mohammedan Emirates of the North, Alandi, Al-Wasan, and the Fulani. Where we come from, Biafra land will be a battle zone for nearly 60 years to come.
They will not understand it. Because
of the style of the breakup. The zoo is breaking up, I'm not doubting that. I'm talking about the style. Unless the commanders on the ground are disciplined.
Discipline. Try.
All the commanders that we are in touch with, unless you people are disciplined.
Discipline is the key. What is discipline? Adhering to the instruction given by the people you have been following since 2012. People that have passed through all form of turbulence. Different wave system have surrounded them. They got through. They have passed through stage of bribery. Many of you may not have followed this struggle from the onset. I give also kudos to the Biafrans, especially in Austria, especially in Vienna, where I am. We don't fight for position. Here, we don't fight for position. We walk hand in hand, even though enemy want to set in through UCMF4. You know, UCMF4 have followers. You know, I've said this thing before. What we need to also fertilize in this our struggle, to checkmate those that are, you know, anybody that is into this struggle have followers. UCMF4 also have followers. And many of them followed him, while some remain to be giving information out, especially in our units. Our brother that called from, I don't want to mention this country, but is very, very disappointed that many of the principal officers, especially in various countries, are not living up to date. Many of them are not serious. Many of them are stark illiterate. Many of them cannot even adhere to the instruction of the land. Many of them cannot even represent the country where they are. To enter offices to speak to the authorities, they cannot. You call them to give you information on what is going on, they will not pick their course. But you are a coordinator. You are a national coordinator, you are a zonal coordinator of a unit. People are calling you to get information. You cannot pick that. You tell them I will call you back. You never call back. How much more others? That is when you don't blame many people in different places, because you don't know how this struggle has been, you know, organized where they are. IPOB, yes, we are a freedom fighter. Yes, we are following Mazi NNAMDI'S Kanu, but our characters differs. Many people followed NNAMDI'S Kanu and came into this struggle, and many of them were so disappointed in the different places they are, because what they hear to enter is not what they are seeing on ground. That is the problem we are having. If you know you cannot do it, you raise up your hand. Teacher, I can't. Many of us just liquidate the position, doing nothing with it. Now, what's it here now? You think it's everything for the hands of the US? You don't know that you as a leader in your own country, you don't know that you have a tax a role to play. Nobody know where the salvation is coming from. Many people will be busy looking upon the US. You never knew that you that have mouth, you can place a call and your call will be picked. You can do what I call questionnaire, sampling of opinions. You never knew where the Messiah is going to come. All these people that are watching, many of them are so intelligent in their own way. All of us are gifted in various ways. That is why we need to carry everybody along, depending on the unit you are functioning, depending on the country you are working from. Very, very disappointing that many of us in different countries are not living up to expectation. Your job is just to clap, to sing music. And the Kanu is another. If you see him, you start clapping. You don't know he will be looking at you as a coward. What did you produce is what is after. What can you do? What can you call him? When you see, look at what I've organized in the country where I'm living in. This is the progress I've done. That is why this job is as if it's so hard on him, because there's no relief of duties. And that is why I'm telling also the DOS to make sure they make him happy. They keep making him smiling by bringing their own idea, because I know the communication will not be so fluent, especially now he's in the hands of the enemy. His instructions will not be flowing 100%. They will not allow him to communicate with many of you to tell you what to do. But I know, as an apprentice that have lived with the masters for so many years, you have had experience to carry this struggle along, to give him the happiness that he deserves, so that when he will be hearing it, he will be smiling wherever he is. He's not just waiting for his own instruction for you to do what he told you. No, for you to bring out from your own experience to make sure that things is moving. That is the problem which MFO had during his old time. As a stark illiterate he is. He never did anything, nothing. He just every time he's praising, our leader give me this, I have to hold it till he come out. He still every blessed day. Our leader, he keep on reminding our leader, indigenous people of Biafra, no other person that Mazi NNAMDI'S. People were saying he's loyal. That is why I had a problem with where I don't have to hide it. The problem I have with my own zone is because of which MFO. I started having a problem with him long time ago, caused by the banner you are seeing behind me. When I spoke with him on phone, the way he approached me without even seeing me, without knowing me, tell me that this moron is nobody. I know how I try to pamper many people. Anybody that, provided you are a leader, you are a servant, you're supposed to pamper your followers, whether you like it or not. As a servant, a leader is also a servant of his people. So you need to pamper your people, because you are having different moral behaviors. Mentality are not different. They are not the same, sorry. So you should understand that people have different way of reasoning, and you should be able to confront with it. Now when somebody call you, started cursing the person. Is it because I give you opportunity as Dick and Harry, so that anybody can call me? That's what did you to tell me. Is it because he give Dick and Harry opportunity to call, so that you can call me and be telling me whatever you want? I knew that this idiot is moron. He have nothing in common. He have nothing upstairs to produce. He never done anything till our leader came out from the prison the first time. After coming out of the prison, he now started blaming him for not consulting others. But the struggle have been in your hand for many years. You never knew that you can consult. That thing you're accusing you of not carrying other people along, you couldn't know that you can also do it as well. Because as a deputy, you are a leader in absence of Mazi NNAMDI'S. But that's by the way anyway. I'm just advising those in various units. I know you'll be asking me, what have you doing on your own as a Biafran? I am also doing my own task. I'm also doing my own task. It's a division of labor. I don't like peace. That's just it. I don't like a peaceful approach to get something, especially when in the hands of stark illiterate that are benefiting from it. That's the different thing many people don't understand. You cannot expect to get things that does not belong, that just give livelihood to a set of individuals that are illiterate. You don't just expect to just a peaceful approach. I don't like peaceful movement. I am going out on 15th just because, for the sake of this current situation we are. If not, I have cancelled anything called protest in my life, because it's just a sign of cowardness. But now we have a reason to protest. That is why I will join them to do the protest. And I have to leave you here. Like I said, I want you to continue being resolute. I just have only 5 minutes to go. So if I have any call, I can pick 2 or 3. I can pick 1 or 2 calls before I call it a day. But the message is very simple. Please always know the kind of message you are receiving. Not everybody that is speaking good about our leaders, especially at this time, is a Biafran or is a lovers of freedom. Many people are people that came to bring division, to give false information, so that many of us can mistaken, can give what I call miscalculation. Our brother called today. I don't want to tell you other things, but at least the one you hear from somebody that called, he said, I called the sister of Mazi Kanu, and she told me that they have been speaking with their brother. Well, is your right to agitate because you know nothing about it. I agree with you. I agree. That
is the only way we can avert the danger.
Discipline.
So what is standing between anarchy and decent society are the commanders we have on the ground and how our men behave. Now you know why I insist on discipline. So if you don't know why, if you want to know why I insist on discipline, go and look at every failed state. Look at Somalia, a collapsed state. Because their armies were not disciplined, because their commanders on the ground were not disciplined. That is why it is free for all. Free for people. They have more bullets than grains of rice to eat. You need to understand that. And that is why some people in America, including Hillary Clinton, that is why they want the zoo to collapse. They want to reduce world population. They want to reduce world population. So if you are in a war forever and ever, the better for them. You will not be giving birth and growing. No. Everything rests on our commanders in the field. Very, very important that they are disciplined. Of course, if they are not, then I will work with them.
Discipline.
It's happening with you. I will not work with you if you are not disciplined.
Discipline.
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 We are doing a job that heaven asked us to come to do. And this is Radio Biafra. We welcome everybody. If you're not happy about what you're hearing about black people and monkeys in the zoo called Nigeria, you change. You prove me wrong. And I will come on air and say, oh, I'm sorry. They have proven me wrong. But for now, we are nothing to write home about.
At all.
Our stupidity is increasing every day. People are planning to go and vote. When those that 50 people are living in houses worth 21 billion, tell themselves that they are meningitis. Are you not daft? When was the last time the son or daughter of a politician or their children died of meningitis? When was the last time the child of a politician died of cholera? When was the last time they died of any disease that is communicable? Ask yourself, the person you're going to vote for, when you say that when I vote, when was the last time their own children had problem? We can't, now you're beginning to understand what we're saying, isn't it? It's now sinking in, yes? It should. Banks are in trouble, as we told you before. They are suffering dwindling revenue, and the oil sector is not performing. The government parastatals have shut down their accounts with the banks. Banks are suffering. Jonathan is preparing the zoo for collapse. Nigeria is collapsing. The zoo is falling apart. But because we are black people, we cannot read between the lines, you see. You know, there's something called forecast. You know, before you forecast that the rain is going to fall, you look for certain trends, you look for certain characteristics. Before you can forecast the market, you need to look at certain trends, things that are happening, how they relate to one another, and what the possible outcome could be. The banks are in trouble because they are suffering devastating liquidity problem. The cash reserves they hold is dwindling because people are pulling their money away from the zoo. People are running away from the zoo. That is why the zoo will collapse. It cannot survive this year. The zoo cannot survive. It can't survive this year. The so-called UN you're looking at, they don't love you. Because if they did, they will tell you the truth. The truth of the matter is that Yoruba people are drunk on easy money they did not work for. Hausa people are drunk on power. They are power crazy. People can die. After Atiku Abubakar has a very fine 5-star hotel called Kapinski in Dubai Mall. Atiku Abubakar. If you hassle him too much, he will jump into his private jet and run away. All of you jumping up and down, PDP, APC, when your masters go into their private jet and run away, where will you run to? Anywhere you go is no money. The best thing for you to do is not to vote. Do not bother going out to vote. As simple as that. And then you survive.
Our leader is talking about not voting. Not now, he started it. But anyway, people will still go out and vote. People will still vote. Just give them just like 2,000 and that's all. Like I said, our sister, I think our sister Ozoka Chioma said, please, we should stop fighting ourselves. Our sister, we are not fighting ourselves. This is a brotherly discussion. I didn't call it fight. We are disagreeing to agree. It's normal. It's a normal. And that is why it is an open discussion for people to come in and make their contribution. Nobody is fighting. The only thing you can say, our people are being slaughtered today. Our sister sent me a clip today and said 4 people died today in Ladebo. It's a wake-up call. It's a wake-up call. It's not that I'm happy that people died today, but it's a wake-up call. And at this point in time, I have to bring this program to an end. I greet many of you that have been with me. I see Loaded Ezego, I see Chinon Sogosin, and I see Chinedu Abiaziem, I see Lisa Savage, Eke Chris Uchenna, and I see Felix Ebu King, Sentimonek, I see you here also, Samuel Chikezie, Pant Brown, Dennis, and I see a lot of people, Ichie Henry Chigozie. I think the name is on the screen for this side. Let me go to this other platform. I am seeing Oba Juan. I see Emeka Davido Kon here. I see Nelly. And I see our sister Chioma Iheka, Destiny Kuno, Spirit Man, Akachuku Desmond. I see Nwafo Biafra, Emeka Ofokaire, and Mikey King. I see a lot of people. Ifeanyi Chuku Jackson. And I see so many people that are in the other platform. What is our crime in this country? Like I said, our crime is to fight back. My brother is asking what is our crime, and I said this is not the time for lamentation. Chino Sogosin, thank God, Mela, I hail you, Obioma Collins, and I think our brother, I don't know whether I've picked your call before. That is why I am kind of not picking up, because I think I picked this line before. I have a lot of callers coming in, and if I pick your call for once, I don't know what I can. I don't know unless you have a very, can also write me. You can also write me. Let me see if I can play this before I go for today. I think this is the information coming from our leader. Today is the killing of our people in Lagos, and also at the same time they also kidnapped. There's also kidnapping going on. The kidnap of the men, I think what is his name again? Emmy of somewhere. I think whether it's in Kaduna or Katsina. They have given, I think they have released the man, and I paid 20 million naira to release him. And the money is coming from the so-called Niger Delta. But all of us are here suffering, and that is why this man, I don't know why many of us cannot get hold to this message. I don't know what is blocking our brain. Maybe our way of reason are not the same. That is why sometimes I don't need to get it so personal, because the way we assess information, the way we assimilate, and also go into what is being dished out, the way we analyze things are not the same, and that is why I don't want to take things personal. Like somebody is telling me that in Nigeria, like Ile Ibino, they say they want to make sure that Nigerians survive, and I cannot understand why. So the more I think about it, the more I get mad to tell you that people way of reason are not the same. So we need to pardon them. We need to pardon them.
We had from Britain 18.3 billion pension scam. That is where they come to the fore. It's an issue. Stealing. This is there for you. Look at all the money being stolen. If anybody calculates all the money being stolen, you can build 1,000 second Niger bridges. That's 1,000 Niger bridges. But ordinary bridge, these are the people from where the oil and gas comes from. We have coal, we have bauxite, we have gold, we have marble, white and black, we have granite, we have everything. Ordinary bridge, they can't build. Okay, then allow us, Ipob, we can build the bridge if we want to. Allow us to build the bridge. No, they won't allow us to build it. To repair our land, they say no. So what about they should remain outside, be in exile, just be there. Once you walk, you send money home, your mother will take it and go to an Hausa Lamadri to change it for her. So Hausa is waiting for you now. You come back, you must change your money. Anybody to change the money. You change it now. Hausa will not do it. Shall I say go banker? Hausa. And you are one Nigeria. I am a Nigeria. Get away from my face. 18.3 billion pension scam. Judge fixes November 4th for hearing. Stealing everywhere. What is a pension? When we say pension scam, people don't understand. Pension is the money you put aside from your own salary. So when you retire, you still see something to be living on. But I want it now. They have stolen everything stolen. The pension money has been stolen. It has been stolen. Traders cry for help as flood ravages our area. When we told them to join Ipob, I told them the brain of buying and selling is the worst brain anybody can have. Some of them are there and they're sensible. The majority of those that do, that is why when they're buying and selling, some of them buying and selling is in their blood. You can never cure them. Today is flood not carrying you from there. So what do you think Ipob is all about? Is to stop flood from coming into our area in the first place. Is to make your lives better. So instead of you having 1 2x2 shop in area, you can actually open a shop in a big mall somewhere and be able to raise enough money to train your kids. You get up in the morning, you don't have to think about it, you just get into your car, a train or a bus, you go to work, open your shade, sell and come back. This one you're going with a flying boat to get to your shop. If at a channel that I can't put this the next day, but Biafra, I'm not going to Biafra. Some of them shouldn't be alive, honestly. So foolish. This is radio Biafra live and direct traders are crying. This is only the morning. This is only the morning. We must continue to spread this very gospel in truth and in every honesty without fear. In Jerusalem. I will preach your gospel without fear or favor. Without, they have not given, you have not been born. If you're holding my life, the things I will speak. I was, can I say I was born in Anglican? I was baptized in Anglican church. Our people going to Anglican church is the worst thing that can happen. It shows everybody that we are foolish. Because the same English people are today working with Quran. They are the ones that killed us. The same person you are going to his church was the man that killed him. Unilag students protest over bed bugs, mosquitoes and infested hostels, and they were covered as graduates with Alakanta, change, mosquito, and water, and the teacher, cockroaches everywhere. And these are graduates. I was telling the white woman from South Africa that I have traveled around the whole world. I have traveled around the world by traveling westwards. I didn't come back. I left London and I returned to London traveling in only one direction, westerly direction, to prove to you that the world is indeed round. It's amazing how the world is like a magnet. It's just incredible. And in everywhere I have been to around the world, where black people are living is always the dirtiest. Think about it. Everywhere, including Peckham in London, everywhere around the world, wherever there is a high concentration of black people, that place is always the dirtiest part of that city. Can we think, please? Why is that the case? That is how human beings reason. Why is the first question. Then, how are we going to stop it? Why and how? Those are the two. Any country that has those two things, why and how, you have no problem in life. Why did this thing happen? How are we going to solve it? These are the even government. That is how Biafran government will run. Why did this happen? Why is it that Area is flooded? How are we going to stop it? And not just stop it, but stop it from reoccurring in the future. You have every answer in life to every problem. Why and how do we solve it? This is Radio Biafra. As I told you, this is the finest university in the world. We don't need to advertise it. If you miss Radio Biafra broadcast, you have lost so much. You have lost so much because here the truth is spoken. Now we're back on what? You don't need to look at it with a mirror. It's something you're wearing on your wrist. You're looking for a mirror. No, you look at it. It's there. We must continue to preach the gospel in truth and in every honesty. And now the news in blood.
Yes, can you hear me? You are the last caller for today. Yes. End this call.
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening. Where are you calling from?
I am calling you from Biafra land, NNAMDI'S State.
All right, go ahead. You are the last caller. Yes, go ahead, brother.
My brother, I'm very, very happy for what you are doing. In fact, you are the great human being that I have ever seen once again.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
It is not easy. Anybody that say it is easy, let the person come out and they do as you do. So I'm very, very grateful. As for what we are discussing this night, everybody is not has already happened to us. And unfortunately, what I'm going to say about those people that are commenting, talking rubbish about what we are going to do or whatever that we're going to do. It's not to say something, it's not to mention a mouth. What we want is to focus and then listen to the other and then listen to what we are doing.
Can I come in?
Where somebody just will come out and
you don't need to blame them.
This struggle is not our
I know.
The major problem that we have in this struggle is the governors of South.
I agree.
Southeast governors, our politicians, senators, the House of Representatives, they are the problem that we have.
I agree.
Because this is why I say that they are the major problem that we have. The rat inside the bush can never come into the house and they eat fish without the order of the one that is in the house already. The problem that we have is that they are the ones that gives the license to come and oppress our people. Because if they are not square and they are now, there is nothing that will make somebody to have power to come to that land and oppress our people. It's because the notice that our governors, they are giving them license, they are giving them all the power to come and oppress our people. That is the problem that we have. But if you can conquer them, you can see that the family they will be weak. They can be weak. They can never have any power to come to our land. They are afraid of. Fulani is afraid of Biafrans. The problem that we have is that our governors, our politicians, is the problem that we have. Because this is why I say that there is no how that you can ever conquer the enemy that you have in your house. The enemy of your house, the worst enemy that a human being can have. If you can never conquer the enemy that you have in your house, conquering the one outside is very difficult for you. They are the problem that we have. They are the problem that we have. Also, can you imagine that we are talking about we get our freedom? Somebody will come out and they say they want to become the governor of another state. But did he come to become the governor of another state?
Yeah, hello? Yeah, can you hear me? I expect it is its connection. It's not new. He's calling from Biafra land, you know. He's also making use of the connection of the zoo, so it's like that. Can you hear me? Yeah, hello?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, go ahead, as I wasn't hearing your voice a couple of minutes ago, yeah.
And as I was saying, we will get Biafra.
For sure.
It has already signed by God. But we have to do something tangible. These people called our governors, they are the problem that we have. They are the ones that will stop our freedom today. Because these people rise up and they say, let my people go, at least. That word carry power.
They will not, brother. They will not. Let me make it simple. Not corruption. They are benefiting from our stupidity. Can you understand it?
Yes.
They are benefiting. So that's it.
That come out and say rubbish against his brother that is in the detention. Instead of moving to focus on what is happening to his brother in the state, to come and say, we will dance the news they are saying to him. You see, what kind of rubbish people is this? They are the major problem that we have. Our senators, our house of grace. Look at if you go to Owe Road, nothing is Owe Road is spoiled totally. You are doing nothing. What is they doing there? When they go there, they collect money, they will be oppressing that people. We are talking about how we be free. And someone that volunteer himself to fight for their future children, they are coming out and they patrolling everywhere. They are doing campaign. While your people is crying that they are suffering, they are doing campaign. Are they doing that campaign for their people to be free, or they are doing it for their people, for their children to benefit? They are the problem that we have. If we can conquer these people, if we can conquer them, the road will be easy for us to do what we follow.
Thank you very much, brother. I agree with you 100%. I think I should. This is the last call I can pick today. Those that are still calling me, please. Maybe we can reconvene here next time. Let me just off the internet for now. I don't know. I'm still getting another caller, but let me just leave it in this way. What our brother just said is that is the solution to every. In fact, we have no problem except our own political elites. That's the only problem. We have no problem whatsoever with Buhari. We don't know who is Buhari. We don't have any problem with Fulani. Even herdsmen. We don't know. We don't have any problem with them because there's a reason why they came in. The problem we have is we ourselves. If we didn't slaughter ourselves, we will not respect each other. Ourselves is the problem. Within us is the problem, especially those in power that refuse to condemn evil. Not all of them are bad. You know, when we are talking about politicians, not all of them. There are people that have bent their head to suffocate others because it has been a norm. It has been the way of life. Saboteur has been a lucrative business in Biafra land because of nobody harmed them. You sabotage the effort of their people, you go free. Not that you are going free and keep quiet. No, you be bragging about it. Condemning your people before others. And you think that you may be surprised. Americans, UK, you have been blaming, must have gone underground to call their politicians. Please, can you come? Your people are say they are agitating, say they have been marginalized. They want to be free. You tell them, no, who said they are marginalized? These are just renegades. They are jobless. It's out of greediness. It's because we are not sharing money. That is why they are agitating. You may not know. Because the American, whatever, delegates, UK delegate, be it any West or United Nations delegate, they will not come on the street or come to Ariana market or come to Onitsha market to come and ask those there whether are you people suffering or is everything moving forward. No. You have a representative. That is where our problem lies. For us to have admitted that these people are our representative, whether we are the one that vote them in there or we are not, they are our representative. They are the one that those people will meet. They see them as our fathers. They will call this one, call Chris Ngige, call Hope Uzodinma as a custodian. You are even call all these traditional rulers, religious leaders, all of them. Your people are clamoring to be free, and they are say they are being killed left and right. Why? What is it? He said, no, there's no problem. Who said they are killing them left and right? It's an insurgency. It's insurgency. We are trying to see if we can contain the insurgency. It's everywhere. They are clamoring. There is a normal agitation. They are looking for money. That's how they do it every time. Wazirika have come and done his own and gone. Others come and collect. So they are on their own. It's okay. Now we understand. They will go back. And you are still here fighting Fulani herdsmen. The greatest Fulani herdsmen we have in our land is our political leaders. And why it is so fun is that it is the easiest way. You don't need to. This one we are going for police station, going for. I know many people are clamoring for those that are going for police station. Maybe they must have offended, killed their people. The individual that just took up arms and started going to police station. But the problem we have is the representatives of Biafra land in general that are not speaking up. Anybody you see keeping quiet without speaking up has been bought over. A lot of money has been shared, or if you don't know, a lot has been shared. The one you heard is in Mbaka own. Have you heard other people? Is when they tell you now agree. Now let me leave it here. We have to close today. I am signing out from the beautiful city of Vienna. For those that are still with me, I thank you for being with me. For this, I think it's almost getting to 3 hours has been on the air. I just try to let us know we should be very careful of the information that being passes around, and we just swallow and now get frustrated. Be very careful of the information you get. I'm not saying that you should not be vigilant and be resolute, and at the same time be careful of what you listen. Whoever that is telling you he was there when our leader was kidnapped, ask the person a very concrete question, evidences. Some are making call and claiming that they are calling from unknown destination and not to reveal their names, to show you that, oh yeah, it's true, it's their name. You don't want to tell us how it happened, but you are calling from unknown destination. You had their number, you call from unknown destination, you don't have name, and you now smiling. Maybe as you are calling, you are eating with your wife or with your girlfriend, or if you are you are calling and they smiling. Say, let me just call them to tell them, cook one story and tell them, because they are daft. They can believe whatever is being dished out, and now start blaming those that are working to make sure that this cause of restoring Biafra come to reality. They will now cause calamity. So let us just calm down to know the kind of information we assimilate, but we should not be keeping quiet because our leader has been whisked away, kidnapped. Those that are calling me and telling me we should leave those that are complaining, that are saying they are, no, I don't agree with you. Like I said, they have every reason to agitate. If you are not worried, if you are not complaining about the leader of indigenous people of Biafra being kidnapped, it means that you are not part of the struggle. You're supposed to be worried. Some know how to hold their own anger within themselves, while some do look a place to say it out, so that at least their mind will a little bit free. That is how life functions. Some have a problem, they want to call somebody to, I hear a lot of people call me, I try to pick their call, so I say, drop a message. It's not everybody that can pick their call. He may call me is when I'm working. I said, drop a message. I know many people want to hear something. Some want to, discuss things in order to get them relieved. While some are strong enough to carry their own, while believing that this struggle must come to reality. That is how life is. So no matter how grievances, no matter what one have in mind, no matter what kind of complaint, please, all of us are in the same cause. It doesn't make the person different. It doesn't make the person a traitor. It doesn't make the person that maybe he's have a divergent opinion or maybe falling out. No, our minds are not the same. Our way of reasoning are not the same. We have to have it in mind. And I am signing out from the beautiful city of Vienna, Austria, a land that is landlocked. And those that are living in a place that is not landlocked are coming here for a greener pasture. A land that is landlocked, but yet they have free education from nursery school to master's level. A land that is also landlocked, and they pay their citizens from 0 age till 18 years. You'll be receiving money from I didn't say owing you. From January to December till 18 years of your age, they are paying you for being their citizen. I just want you to begin to see what we saw and say no, that our place must come at least, if not at least 1/4 of what exists here. They have no oil, they have no crude oil whatsoever, but yet their social system is 1 million compared to others. Very clean city. Their population is not so 200 million people like those that are clamoring for United We Stand. Biafrans are more than that. Their population are not up. Let me not exaggerate, because I know they are increasing now. When I came into this country newly, there were 8 million. But because of foreigners that are coming in, now they are almost approximately 9 point something million. They have no oil. And they are doing perfectly well. They are not owing anybody any salary. They are not owing pensioners. Pensioners, they see their salary at when due. We worked, we receive our salary at when due. We're not complaining. Since I started working, they have never owed me for one day. They pay us here 14 months in 12 months. Do you understand what I mean? You work for 12 months, which is 1 year, but you receive a salary of 14 months. They pay what I call double salary. They pay one on June, depending. Some pay June, some pay July. It means July you will receive double salary. If you have been receiving, say, 100,000 naira a month, in July or June you will receive 200,000. Then in December you receive another 200,000. They don't have churches from street to street, from junction to junction. No, they don't have Sister Chidema gospel ministry. They are not doing adoration ministry. They are not doing a Saturday night or Saturday or Sunday vigil. No. This is what I call love for humanity. They don't preach God to heaven here, hell, hellfire. By the grace of God. By the grace of God is not here. It is by the grace of the government. And their government is their God. That is why they hold their government accountable. They don't pray. They don't pray to get life. Our people, they have free light, electricity, constant electricity. When I say free is affordable, they make it affordable. Nobody is hungry here. They conquered hunger because they know hunger is the root of all evil. They conquer it. Everybody is meaningful. You can eat 3 square meals. They have where they give food, free food for those that doesn't have food. They also have a place where people can sleep. Just sleep there. By 8 o'clock in the morning, you take your things and go out. In the evening, you come back there and sleep. For those that have no house. But I know it's not life, because you are going to sleep with so many people from different countries. So that is why when I see people telling us why are we agitating, but they are in Western world, but they are complaining. Why are we want to divide this country? But they are living in Western world and they are enjoying this thing that I just counted here now. I don't know what is going on. They thinking you want to fall, want to fall down. I'm coming to the end. Just wait. So that is why we are agitating. These things I counted and many more. When I said 14 days, 14 months, you know why they pay on June double salary? They call it double salary. You know why? They know you are going for holidays on June, so you need extra money to do other things. On December, the same thing. They pay double salary on December. Why? Because they know as a festive period, as December, you must buy other things. So that's why they pay double. They are not Christian. They don't practice this in a way of life. But they don't preach here and there. But it is at heart. They don't preach love your neighbor, love your neighbor, love your neighbor as you love yourself. God will bless you. You will go to heaven. No, they don't preach it here. It is in the heart. They show it by their way of living. So that is why we are fighting. That is why I'm getting I don't want to confirm the breaking news that I saw here. I don't want to confirm it. You know, my platform is not a place to project false information. Our brother Temple Raymond, I saw what you wrote, but we are going to confirm that later. Now I have to come to the end of this program. My brother, the Biafran child, I salute you. Longest time, I salute you. You are still doing a good job. All of us are trying in our own way of life. in our own way of doing things. But I know in due course we are going to get it right. I want to end this program with the music of our those they say we are not the same. When you pay attention to this music, you will learn a lot of things. You will hear from them. But they say we are not the same. That they are called Midwest. But what is their country self? This is it Middle Belt? Not Middle Belt. Midwest. I want to end this program today with the music of our brother Prince Smart Williams from Ndokwa. I think so. Let's go. And signing out from the city of Vienna. We have to reconvene here when it's necessary. I remain a humble servant. Metusela Wanne Mekisedek.
Yeah.